Oh, weep, grog, no, weep, nitty bong, my fellow addicts. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, coming at you with yet another TFTC. It's been a long-awaited episode. We are now on episode 61. I hope everyone has been doing well. I'm sorry we have not talked much. There's just not really been much newsworthy stuff to discuss. With that said, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. So, you know me, co-admin. Like to introduce yourself, or one of the co-admins.
Hey, it's me, Subraptor or Matt, whatever you prefer. Co-admin to the channel, and co-admin to another channel, Cons Crabs. Woo!
Alrighty, Spooky.
Hey, I'm just hey. That's all I can say.
It's good enough for me. I think it's good enough for everyone too. And we have our guest here. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Pro105 Production.
So yeah, like I said, been a while. Not really much to discuss, but now we got a bunch of news this way. So let's dive on in, shall we? I think the first thing we're gonna talk about is quite possibly one of the quickest things. But I'm not sure which one it is. Should we just dive into the IDW stuff?
Real quick? Yeah, sure, why not? Warm up.
You broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? Just let's warm up the podcast with a quick IDW rundown.
Alrighty. And before I begin, allow me to say hello to Autobot Patriot and Brony. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, Prowl. You're here, though. And, hello, Coolerite. How are you doing? So, let me go ahead and get on TFW 2005 real quick, so I can look at the news myself. Unless, Cyborg, you want to screen share.
You go ahead and do that. Go read through the news. So while you're looking through that, I'll just go do a quick reminder for people for IDW. So for those who don't know, pretty sure most of you do by now, Transformers IDW is coming to an end this September. It is all stories are coming to a close. Well, most stories, so it all coming down to pretty much Hasbro's comic book universe's equivalent to Infinity War. This is their third time where all the Hasbro companies come together to do one last battle, and perfectly enough, it is all the Hasbro characters coming together to fight against one of the biggest bads in any Hasbro villain history, and that is the Transformers planet Unicron. With all the series ending with the perfectly titled Transformers Unicron. That's coming to the end of all September, with along with the two only running Transformers comics as well, Transformers: The Lost Light and Transformers: Optimus Prime. They both are coming to an end in September with their issues 25. Right now they're around issue 18, both, I believe. If not, one's 18, one's 17. So soon starting, I believe, if not this month, next month, they're going to start dropping them. Instead of monthly, they're going to start dropping them bi-weekly so we can get those stories out quicker, which is good because right now Transformers IDW is hot on a lot of reveals. A lot of characters' stories are ending, a lot of characters are dying, and a lot of characters are coming back. And we're going to be talking about that right now.
Yeah, because the good characters can't stay dead.
Mm-hmm. So which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with? We can do fourth ways. We can start with Wreckers, just to finish that up. We can go with Lost Light, Optimus Prime, or Unicron.
Considering one is already concluded, I say Wreckers.
Let's do it.
So yeah, Cyborg and I recently read Requiem of the Wreckers, and for those of you who have not read this one, or any of the previous ones, I strongly advise you to go read Last Stand of the Wreckers and Sins of the Wreckers, because those are their own little trilogy, and this is the final installment of the Wreckers saga, pretty much. Getting into a little bit of spoilerish territory, there are some very obscure characters in this, much like how there is in all of IDW. Much like at the end of the Sins of the Wreckers, we see Tarantulas. He has officially returned, apparently. I mean, he was never really dead. I guess he just kind of shrunk himself down. He used like a little pocket dimension sort of like size manipulation thing. And he came back. But not only that, one of our favorite sadistic killers from IDW officially came in this comic as well. And Cyborg, I'm gonna let you have the pleasure of saying who it is because I know you like him too.
Wait for yeah.
Requiem.
So yeah, for so a character coming back. Wait, are we talking about? I'm sorry, I kind of like I spaced out there. Are we talking about the organic one or the duoconish kind of one? Which one
Yeah, we're
is
talking about that dude.
Okay, but the latter.
We're talking
Lips,
about the duoconish.
lips or legs? Are we talking about lips or legs?
Wait, what?
Which one are you talking about? The one with the legs or the one with the lips?
The one with the lips.
Okay, yeah. This is kind of perfect for this character coming in because he kind of made his debut in Last Day of the Wreckers. So, of course, it will have his ending with the Requiem of the Wreckers. And that is our boy recently being more famous with his Kentucky accent. Overlord comes in with a surprising reveal because in the middle of the issue, it's very weird. So our character Springer he threatens a human, a politician talking against Transformers Beyond Earth, and so he goes to attack this human politician, a girl looks like she's in her mid-20s, and takes a shot. Surprisingly, this politician girl takes the shot but survives it, and turns out it's Overlord. Imagining a young woman revealing to be probably like a 30-meter big ass dude with his big ass lips. It threw me off. I was not expecting it at all.
No,
and so
you know what's weird about the IDW universe though with this kind of thing? The holoforms don't match the characters, but they also do. Like Whirl being like this 12-year-old girl with a gap tooth and having giant Tommy guns.
True, yeah. Hollow Knighters
it's weird.
It gets very psychological with that. But though this one is actually explained, the reason why he looks like this, he looks like a character named Barricade. Is that her name?
Wait, she looks like who? I mean,
Verity, the main girl. Verity, is that her name?
Yeah, that's. Yep.
Yeah, so he mentions to Verity hey, I seen you before, and I saw some DNA from when you attacked me when we first met. So I took your form. So I would not expect you to see you again. So if she looks familiar, it's because he looks like Verity.
Yeah, for some reason I thought her name was Velocity. I don't know why, but I knew it started with a V.
Yeah. Which Verity is surprisingly, because this character, she's a human character, and she's introduced way when IDW first started. She is the kind of a Miko character, but she introduced herself way back in 2004 when IDW started the Transformers run. So it's surprising that this is also her ending as well.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So overall, what do you think? What do you think of this issue? We'll try to cut this short. So I don't want to last 30 minutes on this whole topic. We'll try to cut these.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too far.
So overall, real quick, what do you like about this comic?
Personally, I kind of like the shift of character for Springer. How he's kind of like this, I don't know, this robot Batman sort of guy. Because he's changed. He's honestly changed in terms of personality in this.
Yeah, he's gone through a lot of development.
I feel like he has.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because one of the things we're going to be talking about spoilers a lot for this series, so be careful. And one of the things we revealed in the middle of the Wrecker story is that Springer is I guess bot made. He was not born. He was completely built. Not as in just body and then with a fresh spark. This guy, his spark is manufactured. His body's manufactured. He's all man-made. He was never born. And with learning that, he's kind of been slowly learning more about himself and accepting who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And this comic reveals that a lot.
What was the guy's name? And the guy's name that's not really the guy's name. What is it? Methosolus? Yeah,
Mesotholus, which he creates this Springer, but then Mesotholus gets banished somewhere by Prowl because he was doing a lot of bad science things.
Mm-hmm.
But as we will soon discover, is that Mesotholus survives and becomes Tarantulas.
My boy! I freaking love him.
which he has it's a very more interesting
He's-
kind of like character in this
He's
comics.
also
for sure.
changed because I remember him used to be in this really sadistic kind of like Overlord, but kind of not like Overlord. Like he's very much like his Beast Wars self in Sins of the Wreckers.
Yeah, oh yeah,
But now in
he's
this one, it's like he's totally different.
yeah, he's like in when you first see him, he's all like he's very Beast Wars like. He's chuckling. He's he's very evil scientist-y. Like he does a lot of sadistic shit to our main characters. But as the story continues on, he's kind of like because he doesn't know that Springer's because he created Springer, but he doesn't know that he was alive. When he discovered that Springer's alive, he kind of feels bad for all the things he's done, and he's slowly feeling like guilty for causing so much harm to his creation. And so he's as near the story's ending, Tarantulas feels like he's kind of like he becomes more of a good guy and starts fighting for Springer. And it's a really nice ending. It ends with you want to go ahead and take over this? I feel like I'm taking over this whole section here.
No, you're fine. It pretty much just ends with Tarantulas like apologizing to Springer before he slowly dies. But, I mean, half his face and chest was kind of blown off anyway.
Exactly. He because he reveals to Springer that, hey, I've been watching you for a while now, because this is like Transformers can do mass what's the word? Mass what?
Shifting.
Mass shifting, and so
mass shifting or mass displacement.
That's right, yeah. And transforming into a tarantula in this universe, he transforms into a specific, legit, tarantula-sized tarantula. And so he's been watching Springer around where he's been based on for a while, and so it just ends with him like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I've caused you so much trouble. I'm glad you survived. I love you. You're my creation, and I'm glad to see you one last time before I die." It's really heartbreaking. It's nice to see it ending. Before this, also, this comic also ends the story for Overlord in a very creative way to kill off a character.
Mm-hmm. Again, I was talking about this before the show. I love the reference with just the very first Last Stand of the Wreckers, I think it was. Whenever Overlord gets his eye fucked up by, I think it was Springer who did that. Honestly,
it was Impactor. He fired his harpoon thing.
In Stand of the Wrecker or in Last Stand?
I think in Last Stand.
Okay. Yeah, there's a nice little reference in there from Last Stand where Impactor tries to aim for the same eye that he got Overlord in Last Stand, and it was cool. He just goes, "Damn it, I got the wrong eye. I was trying to go for the same eye," because he got Overlord's left eye again.
Yeah, there's a lot of
also, there's this very weird relationship sort of thing between Tarantulas and Overlord.
Yeah, it's weird. As if they're a married couple working together.
Yeah, but it's still weird. It
is weird. Yeah, seeing these two together.
Where, Overlord is you know what I told you about the chuckle? I hate the chuckle.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Overlord, there's a lot of other references I liked about it. For instance, so his human character is called Megan Gilly something, and it's based off the original Power Masters show Mega and Giga.
Oh yeah.
So that's a little Easter egg for that.
That's clever.
And then one last thing is that also in the speech when he is Megan is that he says that he tells the citizens of the city they're trying to be the masters, but soon we'll have the power. We'll be the power masters. And so I was yeah, gay. But yeah, so a lot of good references to the God Master Force series, and his ending with Overlord. So the whole point of this comic is that Tarantulas wants to for some reason he wants to go to multiple timelines and just cause chaos. All he wants to do is cause chaos, and he thought Overlord would be a great agent of chaos for him. And so he created a kind of a time bridge, a portal that you can go through time and stuff. And so to kill off Overlord, they cause Overlord to split into his duo vehicle modes, one being a tank, one a jet. And so
it was four split conversion.
Yes, and they're like, all right, cool. He split in half, and he was also in stasis because of the help of a character named Carnivac. Anyway, so they used the portal and all right, cool. He split in half and he's stunned. They grabbed the jet part and they moved the timeline to the end of time and they threw him through the portal. And they grabbed his tank mode. They went back and all right, set it to the beginning of time, and they set the tank through that portal. So now
he can never transform.
Exactly. He is now eternally split. One half's in the beginning of time, and the other's in the end of time. There's no way they'll get to each other. That's the end of Overlord.
Yeah, he's. I mean, that was a really cool way. Technically, because he's not dead, he's still technically alive out there.
Yeah, it's a living torture.
Yeah, he's done.
Because like for Transformers, like they live on for millions of years, so it sucks for him being the end of time because he'll never find out whatever to his legs. In the beginning of time, his arms will be like, well, I'll never find him because I'll never see him till the end of time, literally. So he's literally it's because they're still sentient.
Way to end it, but it's also kind of a tragic way.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great way to end Overlord. He's finally dead because he's been going on the comics for a long time, and he's been cool the entire series. I'm glad he's finally.
He came to a proper ending, and I couldn't think of anything more suiting than that. Because it's like, first off, you can't kill Overlord.
He's impossible. Exactly. So this is a perfect way to. Yeah, this is a perfect way to end him because this is how you kill someone that you can't kill.
Yeah, this dude has slaughtered millions. He took Rewind, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, dude, he killed a whole other timeline of Lost Light characters. But that's a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going too far into it. So we'll just So overall, good comic, right?
Yeah, very good comic.
Great. All right.
Love what IDW does.
Let's I feel like we're taking this too long. Quick into Optimus Prime. Big thing about Optimus Prime, it reveals that one of the original Primes in that continuity turns out to be Shockwave from the future, who's been causing all the events in the Transformers history because he needs it to, because that's just how the timeline works. It's very, very weird. He caused literally everything. Starscream being in power for the past 4 years of the comics. He did it. Anything, like the war starting, he caused it. The Primes being Primes, he caused it.
We talking about who I think we're talking about?
Shockwave, yeah.
Thought so.
Like, he literally caused everything. Even like Unicron's whole thing. Like, he's going to be involved in some way. Like, all of the comics from the past 14 years is revealed that everything that's been happening is all his doing, because he went from the future to the past in the beginning of Cybertronian civilization and killed the original Onyx Prime, and then took his body and wore it like a suit. And he's like, all right, I'm Onyx Prime.
What is with that guy's and necrophilia?
I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised he fits the suit very well because it's a very slender character, and he just kind of rips it off, and he's back to being his blocky, chunky self. But overall, that's cool. I'm glad. What do you think about that, Michael?
That is a very extraordinary, interesting twist. That M. Night Shyamalan would be surprised about that twist.
It's also revealed that at the end of this comic that Optimus Prime kind of goes into limbo, which is between life and death, and he meets a character that's been dead for years, and he's finally back.
So we thought.
Exactly, and that character is Bumblebee, just in time for his new movie.
Of course he is.
Just in time.
Yay, he's back! Woohoo!
He's back, and
Except
so
he's still not Bumblebee yet. He's still in the Goldfire body.
That's right, because he died in Goldfire. But he's been showing up as for Starscream as a ghost in his original G1 kind of Dwarf Cybertron body. But overall, that's going right now in that comic. Shockwave is revealing that he's been the master planner of everything. He has a whole army of Maximals behind him, and he has a big eye, it looks like the what's the thing in Ninja Turtles?
The Technodrome?
He technically has a Technodrome as a base of operations, and he's pretty much here to I don't know what his plan is for Unicron, but the fact that giant eye station has been seen in the covers for Unicron means that he's also involved in some way.
Maybe Shockwave is secretly a herald.
It's possible, yeah. I would love any. That'd be awesome. I just wanted to see what Unicron's doing. What's his purpose? So there's that. So rush right through it. So Lost Light in that comic, the whole crew thinks they're dead, but it turns out they're not. What's going on? We don't know.
We don't know yet because the latest issue isn't out.
Exactly.
One thing that's interesting though is, I mean, I didn't even know if they're technically dead. I can't say this with 100% certainty, but let's just say they finally meet the guiding hand, the 5 Cybertronians that were split apart from Primus. Which is pretty interesting. I can't remember all of them. I know one of them is Solimus.
Yeah, there's Primus. So originally it was Primus, but then when he comes up in 5 pieces, he made himself Primus. There's Mortalus, the Deathbringer.
Yeah.
There's Adaptus, the ever changing. The T-Cog Transformer. Solamus, the Wisdom. Adept. I don't. The one that's all about knowledge. I forget his name. It's like Equestrius or something. There's a nerd one. He's very smart. There's that one, and then and that's it. Yeah, there's knowledge, wisdom, transformation, death, and then there's life, being Primus, and those are like all signs of a Transformer.
Yeah, kind of like the Primes before the Primes.
Exactly. Yeah, because in this continuity, the original 13 Primes are just Transformers. There's nothing special about them. They're just regular dudes.
Yeah, these guys are the big deal.
Yeah, these are the original Transformers technically.
Also, the guy's name is Epistemus.
Yeah, I would not remember that. I still can't. But yeah, so they in the Lost Light, the crew of the Lost Light, which Ultra Magnus, Rodimus, Swirl, Cyclonus, they meet them, like meet their creators, quote unquote, and like they're just like, why are we here? Are we actually dead? Is this actually the afterlife? And they're convinced that's the case, but then they discover a hidden room, kind of like a Wizard of Oz kind of deal. There's a kind of a hidden room in the back, and they open the door and they meet the scavengers.
And who's in there?
Yes, the scavengers.
The freaking scavengers. I love
a subgroup of cons that are like a kind of like they're like the Suicide Squad / Guardians of the Galaxy of this comic run. They're a bunch of like weirdos gang together. And
there's like Croc, Spinister, now apparently Nickel from DJD because well, the DJD's dead.
Yep.
We don't talk about that.
I'm trying to think of all the names. Crankcase,
Misfire,
Fulcrum. Oh yeah, the dude who could turn into a bomb.
Yeah, he's his whole mission was that he turns into a bomb, but his bomb was a dud, and so he's pointless now. Grimlock was for a while, but Grimlock's now his own mission.
Grimlock was for a while.
Which I'm curious if they're going to end that. So I don't know if you remember, Michael, but in the beginning of Lost Light, so Drift had a vision of Pharma was riding this weird like floating platform with a bunch of Decepticon like warships, and then it was like Rodimus, Drift, and Grimlock was there.
Oh shit! They might actually go back.
I don't know what's going on. Because like, so this issue still has like 8 issues left, and I'm curious if they'll ever get to that. Because
wait, is Pharma dead?
I don't know. I don't remember Pharma being alive. I don't remember him dying. So I don't know.
Shit.
But for those who don't know, Pharma is think of Ratchet, but if Ratchet was fucked up, and
insane,
Ratchet was evil and was a jet.
Yeah. But so I'm curious how that's going to go. So they discovered the fact that they discovered that these scavengers are here, that they're alive. So that means they're not dead. So we don't know what's going on with that, and we'll discover
they're finally joining the Lost Light in a sense.
Yeah, because they've been doing
this for so long.
It's been like at this point now, it's been like what 60 issues of this, and they've never like talked to each other.
We need this.
Yeah, so I'm curious how it's going to go down.
A while.
Also, I hope Grimlock shows up because right now Grimlock is protecting the first ever human Cybertronian.
What?
I really wait. What?
So previous issues, Scorponok, he's discovered how to give birth to a human Cybertronian. Like,
oh yeah,
it's human, but it is Cybertronian. Like it runs on Energon.
Whoa!
It has a Decepticon symbol like tattooed on its face as a baby.
Like, basically, just think of scientifically engineered DNA cross compatibility sort of thing with the essence of a transformer. Like, think of it. Best way to explain this. Shit, I'm trying to think. There was a great way to explain this. Think of it like the protoforms, like how you see them in the comics, like the early comics, how they were all gooey and crap.
Yeah, it's literally is like they're growing humans. And Scorponok's whole thing was like, hey, they're very loyal, and instead of just creating sparks and stuff, these humans can reproduce, naturally, and we can just have a never-ending army because they'll grow, they'll fuck, they'll make more, and they'll just keep popping. So that was Scorponok's whole
vulgar way to put it.
So that was Scorponok's plan,
God.
but they killed Scorponok. I think they killed him. Did they kill him?
I can't remember.
I don't know. Overall, they ruined his plan.
Either way, Scorponok was technically defeated because he was kind of like drifting off in space, I think.
That's it. Yeah, okay. That's right.
And then Grimlock decided to be like the human and I can't stress this enough. I don't mean this in the way that everyone is interpreting it. He is practically the incubator to this.
Yeah, he's gonna be its daddy.
God,
Yeah,
fucking
Grimlock
damn
has
it.
a child.
Yeah, and will that ever I hopefully they Grimlock somehow meets the Dinobots in the end of this. I kind of wanted to end with them separated.
I want that to happen because these Dinobots are thinking Grimlock has been dead since the very beginning. Like, he's gone.
I'm curious like how he would think about Strafe. I want to see like just interactions with that would be great.
I feel like Strafe will be that fanboy to freak out, like, "Oh my god, Grimlock, you're still alive!" Then just Grimlock just goes
like Grimlock, like, "Oh, you're a Dinobot too. Let me see it." It's like, "Oh my god, that's terrifying." And I'm Grimlock. Well, yeah. So that's being weird.
Surprise cameos in the Lost Light. Technically, Trailbreaker apparently comes back, which is weird.
Oh yeah, because the whole reason that they think they're dead is because they're seeing a lot of characters that have been dying. They died the last few issues.
Skids is reunited with Nautica, and that made me happy because it's like I felt bad for my little space boat.
Yeah, and best of all, Tailgate and Cyclonus have a welcoming get together.
A nice reunion.
That's nice.
They actually found out the truth of like what happened. I can't remember who trapped Tailgate though. Something.
It was I think it was Fangry.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
Yeah, it was Fangry or someone working with Fangry.
No, it was Fangry. I remember now. I remember the wings on the back with the dog head chest sort of thing. I remember now.
My boy Trailbreaker's back.
I love these comics.
Or is he? We don't know because we don't know what's going on with that at all.
Gosh,
which we will learn next issue for sure.
You guys are breaking up a little bit. I'm sorry.
We don't know. Like we're saying, oh, cool, these characters are back, or are they?
We'll just have to find out soon because I want the next issue to come out.
They better
and
be.
Then we'll. What?
No, I just want the next issue to come out. I'm tired of waiting.
And then we'll end this with a quick thing of Unicron. So, Free Comic Book Day happened about a month ago, and with it, a free issue of issue 0, or like it'll probably be half of issue 1 of Unicron. So I'd say
honestly issue 0.
Probably it's it's pretty much it. So it reveals kind of a lot of like spoilers for those who like weren't reading like ahead. It reveals like
honestly, I'm pretty sure Cyborg, you and I read it way before this issue of Optimus came out, and it's like,
yeah. I got when they won a Free Comic Book Day. It revealed like a lot of things. It revealed Bumblebee is back in the physical world. Optimus Prime's there. Like the Autobots are helping Rom, who is another Hasbro property. Unicron's attacking his home planet, Elonia. Rom's a whole different comic. Right now, he's with the Micronauts. It's a whole I'm keeping up onto it, but pretty much like Rom's. Here's the thing that's interesting. So Rom is kind of like he's a space knight. He has his special armor that like it kind of works for him for everything he needs. Like it's a laser, it's a tracker, it's a flight suit, and we discover that his armor is actually one of Shockwave's ores, which is Shockwave's. He planted 13 different types of energon around the universe, and it turns out that Rom's armor is one of them. And that's one of the reasons. Another is why Unicron's attacking his planet is because Prima's Titan crash landed there.
He's technically one of the colonies of Cybertron.
Exactly. Yes. They didn't even know about it, which is funny because the Space Knights.
Rom hates Cybertron.
Yeah, all the Space Knights hate Cybertron. Their planet grew up to hate anything Cybertronian because to them and a lot of other like organic planets, Cybertronians, all they do is cause war and destroy anything on the planet that they land on, which is true. Like no planet actually has a good benefit when the Cybertronians come in. Earth is in a turmoil politically and like financially because of Cybertronians going in and out of their planet. It's literally chaos on the entire planet.
So again, there's like another nice twist here with like Rom discovering he's practically kind of Cybertronian.
Exactly.
After this whole time, he's been slaughtering.
And so it's
IDW. They know how to do twists. And
they do them which is why I would love it to like if the Hasbro universe like does come in, the cinematic universe, I would love this like a reboot to come in during that cinematic universe would be great because that just ties in all great. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's right now, and it ends. That comic ends with so Unicron destroys the planet, but they are able to evacuate most of the planet's populace to Cybertron, which is it's okay because Cybertron's
unfortunately, though, costing a sacrifice.
That's right. And also he kind of like even though he kind of just came back to life, He's gone again. It's our who is it, Michael?
It's our friendly neighborhood mad scientist Autobot inventor Wheeljack.
Yeah, he takes one for the team and kills.
He sacrificed himself to like make a giant teleportation field for all of the evacuees, and he gave himself up to Unicron.
Yeah.
Wheeljack,
like
why do you have to be so smart?
I'm not gonna lie. I cried. That was so Armada for me. Like, I can't even. Oh my god.
Yeah, it sucks.
Why do these comics make me cry?
So right now all the I was interested so where are all these organics gonna go on Cybertron? If anyone's been keeping up on Transformers versus Visionaries, that comic ends with there's a whole portion of the Cybertron that's now organic. Like think of like the end of Beast Machines. There's a whole kind of piece of Cybertron that's that now with like greens, like trees, like fresh air, and it's owned by the Visionaries people. And so they'll probably move the organics there.
And we can't forget the comic ends on quite possibly one of the coolest moments ever. Unicron speaks in Planet.
Yes. He speaks. Sorry?
I hunger or something.
Yeah. And he's coming straight for the colonies. So Earth is also on the list on his buffet line. How will it end? We'll find out by September. And that wraps up the IDW comics.
Yep.
I don't want September.
I don't want these IDW comics to end. I think they did really well. And unfortunately, a large portion of that is because they've been trying to be very, like, PC/world building in a sense, and a lot of people, I guess, don't like it because it's like, no, not in my Transformers. And I can respect that, but at the same time, it's not like this hasn't been a thing. I mean, for all we know, their original ideas when they were doing this back then could have been like, yeah, we could have. Because, I mean, we've had couples in Transformers. We had, like, Optimus and Alita, Inferno and Firestar, Power Glide and Moonracer. And, like, now it's all of a sudden a big issue because, there are gay Transformers like Tailgate and Cyclonus and Chrome Dome and Rewind. And
Knockout and Breakdown.
Knockout and Breakdown, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people guess that in Transformers Prime.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like this is a legit one.
I mean, they obviously didn't be like, yeah, we're openly gay. It's like, no, this is still a kids show. We can't show that. And then the whole thing with like, well, transgender Transformers can't be accepted in these, and yet we have Lug, who was a he and now is a she.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just I don't get why this is an issue. I really don't.
It's not, and honestly, I don't think it's that big of an issue. But I mean, there are obviously some people who are like, how dare they? Like, should be, keep it clean, guys, or keep it man and female. But I mean, at this point, like, the world's changing, and I'm glad for this to change. Like, especially it's just comics. Like, it's not like a big deal. Like, putting the shows. I mean, it's not a big deal still to put in shows, but that's when I think people will start legit raging.
Oh, I can't forget about the other couple, Anode and what's her name?
Anode
the little red and silver.
I don't remember.
I liked Anode. She was cool. Transforms into a very Cybertronian-looking biplane.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then also, it's like, IDW has also brought in a large majority of like fan-made characters. Granted. We had like those 5 designs who we originally thought were going to be Victorion. You remember? Like the bulky femme, and then the femmes that kind of looked... then we had like Firestar and those ones. One that looked like Shockwave, sort of. You know what I'm talking about? It was revealed like a while ago, like 2-3 years ago.
I don't.
Like Jeff Klein literally just posted it on his Twitter or whatever, and he had like those separate designs, and I thought, honestly, they were Victorion.
Yeah, I don't at all, but I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you. It probably happened.
But yeah, like we have Nautica, we have Velocity, we have all these other characters who were just thrown in here. I mean, we got Windblade because of IDW, and she's great. And in the comics, maybe a lot of people may not like her in the Prime Wars trilogy show. Maybe a lot of people won't like her in RAD. I'm pretty sure maybe people will like her in Cyberverse, though. I'm hoping.
Hopefully, yeah.
But she's a great character in IDW.
So far, like when it comes to like visual media, like mass media, none of the Windblades really. I don't like any. Like they're not. I'm not big fans of them. I only like the Windblade in the comics so far.
I mean, she shows a little bit more emotion in this than she does the other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, also it helps that there's 2 comic series that named after her, and also she's been in the comics for it's been now I want to say 3 years, maybe only 2 years, but still it's that's more than a few episodes of RIW, RIW or a couple scenes in the Prime Wars trilogy. So it's obviously that's no fair.
I like Windblade in these comics so much because she has those moments where it's you feel for her.
Yeah, she is the middleman.
She's a tragic character. I'm not gonna there's no denying it.
I feel like she represents us, the readers, in a moment, in a sense, because everyone has their characters, but she gets thrown to the middle of Civil War, Starscream, Optimus Prime, and she's kind of she's the only one that actually has
she deals with so much. The poor girl.
What am I trying to say here? She's the only who's she has a kind of she has a what am I trying to say here? She's normal. She's so normal, and she's why would you
she's
why are we
normal,
doing this?
But she's kind of tragic too.
Yeah, she's tragic. And because every time she tries to do something to help people, she gets screwed over, especially with Starscream, because
yeah, she really she kind of threw herself into that situation all on her own.
I mean, it's Starscream. What do we expect?
You don't give Starscream hope.
Yeah, and you don't her first problem was working with him, and now it's causing her dread for a long time. I mean, now it's okay because.
But I mean, hey, now she's ruler of Cybertron.
Yeah, she rules the planet now, so it's all good. Yeah,
because it's she actually smiled. She had a good time. She drank with some of the voters. It was a fun time. It was a good comic.
She rules Cybertron now?
Yes. There was an election. There was an election for Cybertron against. It was
because Starscream confessed about all his crimes and everything, and then all the Cybertronians were like, "We want you,"
Yeah, because for originally it was gonna be all the voters would be yeah, I'll just re-vote for Starscream because everything's been better since he's been in office. So Windblade was no, he's corrupted. I'll run against you, and I bet I'll win. And Starscream's yeah, nice try, good luck. But then pretty much because Starscream is also having an inner turmoil with himself, especially when he's through the
especially when he's talking with Ghost of Bumblebee.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
And also Windblade through a mind kind of meld. Windblade showed Starscream what he would look like if he was not constructed cold. If he was,
I remember that. Yeah, he was red, white, and blue. He kind of looked like what's his fucking name? The guy in the RID 2015 Combiner Force toy line. What's his name? Stormshot.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that, but you're right. But overall, he has a whole original character, and he kind of he wants to be that. He wants to be new, and because of that, he's
he felt all this guilt inside.
Exactly.
About how he was screwing everyone over. How he made Scoop believe that he was the chosen one, when he was pretty much practically the new Fallen. I mean, in the new issue of Optimus Prime. He's identified as the Fallen.
Yeah, he self-identifies himself as the Fallen, and so he now Starscream for a second now believes you're right. I am the new the new Fallen, but I mean that's all shut down when Shockwave reveals himself.
Interesting. That's going to be a really interesting sort of mini.
Well, I think now it's all shut down because Shockwave tells him, "Hey, the whole prophecy. Oh, you think it's still about you? I made that up. Also, you should be in office."
That's what I was going to talk about real quick. Shockwave for being a dude who has no emotion can get pretty brutal.
Yeah, he became a major
shit. I think we're just going to end that part here. But guys, if you have not read these comics already, go to viewcomic.com. Read these comics from the very beginning if you feel like it. There are 2 different phases. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Chris McFeely's YouTube channel and look up the basics on Transformers comics. It will pretty much provide you everything.
And View Comic is free. You go in there, you don't have to pay anything. It's all
it's not an illegal thing. They actually do ask for for people to contribute to their PayPal. So
exactly. They're paying for the comics. They're just now everyone's kind of paying together to get these comics free.
And it's if you want to request a comic, go on their Facebook page and just say, "Hey, I want this comic," and they'll actually provide it for you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's a totally free sort of thing, but it's also they pay for the stuff and they put it on there while they paid for it. So it's still the artists are getting the money, the publishing's still getting the money. It's just this is an easy way for everyone to access for people who don't have the money for comics. I strongly advise.
That's awesome.
Seriously.
Yes. So with that, you wrapped up. Good job. So what's the next topic?
Let's go a little bit into Cyberverse / Rescue Bots Academy.
All right.
Oh no.
Because we never really talked about RVBA. Or I mean RBA. Sorry, I was thinking RVB. Oh, god damn it! Red versus Blue. That's been stuck on my mind a lot recently. So yeah, would you be so kind as to screen share?
What am I screen sharing here?
We'll do RBA first.
Is it bad that show kind of looks cool?
Well, so am I just like doing like? Am I just showing a picture? Am I showing what am I showing here?
Just like the article from TFW.
Was there one recently about Academy?
No, hold on. I will send you a link if I can find it. Yeah, if I can find it, come on.
All right. Well, he's looking for that. I'll give him a little warm up of so.
Found it.
Okay, cool. Thank God. Because I had nothing to say.
Sorry. Do you want to talk about something first?
Oh no. I was just gonna try to. I'm not trying to leave dead air here. So.
Who's the fire truck? Who's the fire truck guy from Rescue Bots?
Oh, this old article. So didn't we talk about this? Like we talked about the show already, didn't we?
There's technically a trailer for it, but we just can't show anything from it.
That's right. All right.
So I was thinking we'll go about the. I mean, what I can do is I can pull up an image, I guess. I kind of don't want to show one of Optimus. Oh, the design.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about
so
that.
Fucking weird.
Oh, it's weird.
I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's so weird.
What are you talking about? He looks amazing.
Oh, it doesn't. It looks horrible.
Here, I'll just leave it here so people can just look at that and just keep in mind we're talking about this.
So this is.
I want Hot Shot.
Yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, honestly the voice also kind of fits. Oh, you still got that? Okay, good. Yeah. So this is technically our first look at Rescue Bots Academy. We never really went full on about this because it was kind of a minor thing. But there was a trailer posted a few months ago, and honestly, this show does not look too bad. Like, me being a fan of the original Rescue Bots, and yes, I openly admit this, you can ridicule me. 22-year-old man likes a kid's cartoon, ha. I genuinely like the show. It's not something like you would think like a Transformers version of Dora the Explorer or anything. They're real emergencies with actual characters and character development, even though it kind of went downhill near like the 4th season because they introduced a kind of bitchy female character by the name of Quick Shadow. She's still cool though. And then they introduced this whole concept of, well, we're going to build an academy for future Rescue Bots, and thus Rescue Bots Academy is a thing. So we have Hoist being the turquoise lime green character who has also had a toy in the Rescue Bots toy line in the past. We have, I think that's Medics.
Yes, it is.
I thought so. And then we have Wedge, who has not been in the Transformers franchise since 2011, or not 2011, 2001's Rescue Bots. We have Whirl, and yes, it's a she.
Yay!
I mean, who cares? It's not anything new. They did the same thing with Strongarm from Transformers Energon, turned him into a different character and also a different gender in already 2015. Then we have my boy Hot Shot, even though he doesn't turn into a yellow sports car, he does have a pretty cool alt mode. And then we have, obviously, the recurring cast of Rescue Bots, Heatwave, Chase, and Boulder, which Boulder and Chase do have designs. I just can't find a...
What about Blades? What happened to Blades?
I
the
think
heart
Blades
disease
does come
died.
back, but I'm not... Yeah, I don't think... Wait, what?
What?
No, what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I heard something about him dying.
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh.
But yeah, and then we have our technical first look at Optimus.
Oh yeah. Here, do you want me to find it? Like, you want me to just stop sharing and then find it?
Yeah, you can just find it. I don't want to look at it.
I do, bud.
It's weird.
Am I sharing? I don't know.
Let me check.
Wait, I just realized.
No, you're not sharing anymore.
Okay, good. All right. You all talk while I find this.
Yeah. So, as I said, I'm a fan of Rescue Bots. I think it's a good cartoon for what it is. I like it. I really do like it. I mean, it's not bad. It's a show that you could watch if you're bored, and frankly, it does have some really cool moments and puts them into very interesting situations as opposed to fires and storms and evacuations and such. There's a lot more to it than that.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they go to the other universe in that one episode.
Because, of course, time travel. It had to be a thing. Well, no, yeah, they went into the future. And then we have, like, a nice little connections between the Prime universe and RID universe, because Rescue Bots is still in the aligned continuity. So Sideswipe came in an episode, which was really cool. Bumblebee showed up, like, 3 different times. Oh, God damn it.
He looks beautiful.
Go ahead. No, it's not.
He looks amazing, though.
I wanted to believe that this was like a Cyberverse design in this, but god damn it.
Is that animated Optimus's head?
No. It's too chinny. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the voice for him doesn't sound too bad. I'm actually okay with the voice. It's not Peter Cullen. I'm glad he kind of got a new, like, he got a little break. But yeah, that's our Optimus. That's what he looks like. I just it's fucking
woohoo! Raise your flags up, guys.
I don't like it. I really don't like it. It's so weird.
Is it bad? I think it's cool, except the head.
It looks too much like Cyberverse. I think that's why I'm turned off by it. Son of a bitch. Are we still live?
Wait, what?
I think we're still live. I don't know.
What happened?
I can't tell if we're still live. Guys, just to let you guys know, just in case, technical difficulties, Cyborg's laptop just died, so if the episode ends, I'm sorry, we'll come back. But if not, we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we're going to cut out here shortly, so stay tuned for a part 2.
If, he left.
You know, or like an episode 62. Yeah, it's going to cut out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If we don't cut out, oh, there it goes. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, are we good?
I'm back. Are we good?
I don't know. I think
Still
the
live?
episode ended.
Do you think the episode ended?
Oh, wait, no. No, wait.
We good?
I think. Wait.
Hold on.
We good?
I think we're live still.
I think you're back. No,
all right,
I think
good.
we're still good.
Woo, okay, good. My laptop fell asleep because it wasn't charging. Hey.
We're alive, guys!
That was all my fault this time. Woo!
We're not dead.
We're not dead.
Yay, no part 2, no technical difficulties.
All right, thank God.
Last time we did this, I honestly got pissed off, and I was like, I regret doing TFTC. I need my laptop.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, okay, I found the charger. I just gotta make sure it's staying like that.
No, you're good. So, hey, okay. But yeah, that's our look at Optimus. That's our look at RVB.
I'll be right back.
Again, not RVB. God fucking damn it. RBA. Fucking Red versus Blue. I need to watch the new episode this weekend. There are designs for Boulder and Chase. Just imagine them with slightly bigger chins. And slightly taller. That's all I can really say. But yeah. There you go. Are you excited for it? You don't have to. I'm kind of curious though. I like Rescue Bots. It's
as you'll notice, so this is part of the aligned continuity. But I noticed that this Optimus Prime is for sure based off his Evergreen / Cyberverse mode.
I mean, it makes him look a little older.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure. They probably grabbed that design. So hey, people are going to recognize this more now because of the show.
I don't like it. I really don't like it.
So his neck's a little thick. It's all right. It's it's not bad. It's it's just strangely proportioned, but I don't think it's that bad.
I just don't like it because it reminds me too much of Cyberverse, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, hey, watch Cyberverse be a great. I mean, it's not gonna be it's gonna be okay. I bet. Nothing will beat Prime because Prime's good.
Prime is fucking just, it's a masterpiece.
I'm back.
In my personal opinion.
I agree. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make sure I have this thing is charging and everything's good. I'll be right back.
But like, I like the choice of characters. I think it's interesting. I think it's suiting. And I'm just curious to see, you know, what crazy adventures they're going to get into. So,
Are we still talking about Rescue Bots Academy?
yeah, we're about to move on. And since Cyborg, you brought it up already, Evergreen Designs in Cyberverse.
Whoa, wait a minute here.
Hold on, I'll send another link.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
Oh wait, I wasn't even screen sharing the whole time. What do you know? Y'all, if you're all watching, just Google Academy Optimus Prime. They ain't gonna do it now.
Yeah, if you want to be traumatized, sure.
Huh.
I really don't like that design. I'm sorry. I just don't. Oh,
Yeah, they messed it up a little.
First off, hello
Yes.
to people who just joined or joined recently. Nacho Supreme 69, hello. Transformers Productions, hey, and Dr. Prime, how are you doing? And yes, I did hear that there's going to be a possible Voyager class hard shell from a third-party company by the name of Black Mamba. I'm excited about that.
Wait,
honestly.
really?
And they might even do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they might even do Prime Breakdown as well.
Yes.
I want a Voyager class hard shell. He needs it.
Yes.
Because that little Cyberverse one, while it's good, it's not.
It doesn't give
it's
him
not the best.
justice.
You couldn't have stolen the words better out of my mouth. That's pretty much what I was thinking. All right, here we go. Cyberverse. No, not the fucking picture. Also, Cyborg, I'm sorry,
Yes.
but you're saying that this might be a good show. Consider this. The episodes are only 11 minutes.
Okay, cool. Guess what's an amazing show and it's only 11 minutes?
What?
Steven Universe.
Son
That's
of a
an
bitch.
amazing show.
Okay,
Oh my God.
all right. You're okay. You
I will
say-
defend that with my life. That's straight.
all
Like,
right,
when it comes
all
to
right,
animation,
all right. Wait, have there been
number
any new
one show to
episodes
me.
recently?
all right, good. Because I
Have there been any new episodes for
recently?
Steven
No,
Universe?
they come out starting this month. I don't know when.
God damn it, they're going on another hiatus?
Oh, but at least it's like this month. Like a hiatus usually takes like 7 to 9 months. This is because last episode was in the middle of last month. They're bringing it back this month, so we only have to wait a month.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
But yeah, I will. A lot of good shows are 11 minutes long. Because I hear my friend really likes the show Clarence. I think that's 11 minutes long.
Oh no, I don't like that show.
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, I give it respect, but I'm not crazy about it. I forgot to. I don't know if we even ever talked about this. Leanne Mary Dobbs. Apparently, Slipstream has officially been confirmed for Cyberverse. She's actually showing up, and she hasn't been in anything since animated. So,
Oh, good.
Justice
I feel like
for the female
I feel
seeker.
like the series is going to become a character of the week where like Bumblebee remembers meeting this character.
Yeah, I have a hunch that's gonna happen. It's like,
Like there's gonna be an episode where like, oh, that's right. I remember I did a thing with Grimlock in the past. Oh, I remember I did a thing with Shockwave in the
he
past.
sees an object or something, and then like it turns out one of his memory chips is in the same location. He puts it in.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
plays
oh
back.
man.
Oh god damn it! Is that what the show's gonna be? Fucking
Oh, for sure. I think so. I mean, as much as I don't want to, I'm pretty sure it's like, hey, Robots in Disguise did great. The whole Monster of the Week thing did very well. So let's do that, but with iconic Transformers characters. I mean, whatever. I mean, as long as it's good, I don't care. Like, here's the thing, like shows like that are 11 minutes long. Think like this, like example, Steven Universe. The series began 11 minutes long. Like it was kind of like dorky and dumb in the beginning, and like it was a Monster of the Week series where they fought a new like gem mutation every episode. But then slowly, as characters developed, it became a very, very well like story, very well designed, like character-driven story. So I'm hoping this happens this one.
Or this show could be completely like Teen Titans Go and fuck us over.
Oh yeah, let's hope not. Let's not hope that's the case. Or maybe it is.
Yeah,
maybe let's hope that's the case because apparently Teen Titans Go is so successful it gets a movie. So
if Cyberverse gets a movie, I swear to God.
Wow, if Cyberverse gets a movie, I honestly would be like, wow, how'd that happen? I guess we don't really know because we haven't seen anything of it.
I'd take a break from Transformers. I would assess my Transformers collecting and lifestyle. I'd just be like, I don't know anymore. Like, okay, yeah, we're going to still have adult lines, like obviously War for Cybertron, which I hope to God that toy line is like strict Cybertronian modes of already existing characters. Because could you imagine how cool that would be?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that like...
Can you imagine the possibilities of what you could do with those figures? You can make a stop-motion prequel of the whole thing. Have it be on Cybertron.
Isn't that like the whole thing about War Cybertron is that they're all like Cybertronians?
I think so.
I think isn't that like I thought that's like the gimmick.
I think. I know they were like said that if they did Wheeljack, it would be like in his More Than Meets the Eye Part 1 design where he was like a hover car sort of thing.
That's great. Like
yeah, I am
a floating
totally
brick
okay
with
that.
a spoiler.
I want that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so obviously, if you guys haven't paid attention on TFW 2005, Cyberverse has officially been, revealed to come out September. They said it was going to be near the end of the month in fall. This is pretty suiting. So
yeah, and like these are evergreen designs, but at this point, like with all of the box art like things we've seen for Cyberverse, they're practically also the Cyberverse designs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also sent you the article with that piece of Bumblebee artwork, or what would be our first look at the show, in a sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so are we talking about that now, or are we talking about...
Oh, no, we can talk about this.
All right.
So the first one we have here is Ratchet, who, while is unknown to be in the show, I obviously feel like he's going to be, because the show is kind of like a kiddie version of, or an even more kiddie version of a modernized Generation 1 reboot sort of thing. And I'm actually really okay with this Ratchet. That looks really good.
Yeah, I like how it is G1 inspired for sure, but like it's just there's more detail to it, and I like that. Like
it's like IDW meets G1.
Yeah, and then put it into a cartoon. And I love that. I love that. That's great.
Oh, also, before I even continue this, these are stickers that were on the Quid app. If you don't have Quid, they now added Transformers. I downloaded it for like a day or two, and then all of a sudden I couldn't buy or unlock anything because it said, "Oh, purchases restricted." I'm like, okay, well, not doing this anymore. So, yeah, a lot of people are freaking out about this, apparently. I mean, Quid has been around for quite some time, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, now we'll do Transformers. So I guess, I mean, hey. But we do get a look at their robot mode and alt modes. Again, I don't like calling it alt modes, but whatever. So
I don't think they have a picture of him in this article.
I thought they did.
No, Ratchet looks good in my opinion.
Yeah, Ratchet looks fucking phenomenal. I actually really like that.
Also, I realized I'm pretty sure you're still in here, Spooky. I'm sorry, I totally feel like we're ignoring you.
No, I think he
No, it's fine.
he just joined back. He literally went Spooky ghost mode. He disappeared.
I felt bad.
Yeah, I feel bad too. We're sorry.
All right, Spooky, you're now forced. Ratchet, what do you think of him?
Oh shit.
Oh, geez, he looks fine. Very G1, and it is a lot of complexity to the design.
Thank you, and I appreciate your company.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, we do.
Right, good. Okay.
Enthusiasm. Yeah.
Next character we have made popular through the Transformers movies back in his G1 mode.
Well, yeah.
Our boy Hound.
He looks really good here.
You can tell a lot of his like some inspiration from the movies, like his arms have bullets onto them.
Also, kind of stumpy.
Yeah,
just a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but they're just a little stumpy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they didn't go the route of like, hey, this is for kids. Let's keep the guns to a minimum. Like,
no, they're like full out.
We won't see the picture. I don't know if we'll see the picture of his alt mode in this. Sorry, what?
I'm pretty sure, but if not, just go on Google. That's what it's for.
Right, but his alt mode literally it's a giant like light machine gun in the back of the car. So
it's fucking awesome.
It's pretty noticeable. It's a gun.
Yeah, it is.
That's good.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Hound. I mean, if he's in Cyberverse, which I really hope he is, because it's like maybe he does target practice with Bumblebee. I mean, who knows?
Takes him out. Shoots him.
Takes him out to like a very serene area. Sorry, Bumblebee.
No, no.
Well, I guess
That's why
I'm the main character of the show now.
Do what?
And the Hound like knocks out Bumblebee. I guess I'm the main character of the show.
But
But yeah, overall, yeah, very Hound, very G1.
very cool.
Very good.
Nice.
Also, he seems
I'm
to take
so
inspiration from his older class. Wait, was it classics? No.
Yeah,
it was Universe,
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that.
2.0. It was Universe 2.0 Hound with Ravage. He has like some inspiration there. The long spindly legs and the little arms.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that because I see that too.
The legs,
You think I
the
would
legs
notice
look.
that? Have you not seen the profile picture, sir? Do you
Forgive
not
me.
see the name?
The legs look like the Combiner Wars Hound.
Oh yeah, they do.
I can see that.
They really did take a lot of inspiration from all kinds of different iterations.
I'm
I
so
like that.
glad we
That's
got
a nice-
like a
that's a
G1
nice
updated
mesh.
Hound.
It actually
Yeah.
blends really well.
Are we going to move on to the next character?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who I think I know it is, but I can't remember. So
No,
no, too soon.
He's dead.
Why does he look like his IDW version? No
God damn it!
flashbacks.
I just realized he has two Like, does he always have two cannons, or was he
No.
one
He had
cannon?
the one right shoulder cannon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Then he has two cannons. It's nice. Like that's like and I like how they're both like very different. Like he's like, he's a tech guy. He created this cannon, and he created this cannon for different reasons.
Too soon.
Also, I like how he's kind of asymmetrical looking.
Yeah, I saw like his foot. Like one has a little more black than the other. Same with the wheel. Like that's
Also,
I like
kinda
that
looks
too.
like he's like a little see-through. Like you kind of see in his leg and his arm and
Yeah.
sort of his chest. It's interesting.
Oh yeah.
But no! God damn it, too soon.
He looks so much like his IDW version. No.
He just fucking died. Come on. Yeah. I mean, I love it, but god damn it. Also, again, very IDW looking, and also very Generations 2013 looking. His Sterling 30. I think it was no. It was the Generations one before it was Sterling 30s.
Yeah, like 2010, 2012.
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking 2013. I don't know. But yeah, I like him. He looks cool.
Anything else on the Wheeljack?
Nope.
All right,
Eh.
looks good. He's dead.
I have to rub in the wound, don't you?
Oh, I like this. This is nice.
That's fucking awesome looking.
I guess that's a lot of detail specifically for Grimlock. Like it's a lot of detail going on here.
He
Oh,
has
yeah.
some built-in armament. Look at those shoulder cannons.
Yeah, I like that.
We got our regular Grimlock back after.
That's not your regular 5 barrels. No, that's fucking like 8.
Mhm.
That is 16 guns on his shoulders. Jesus Christ.
This would be the first.
RID.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. After the RID Cancer Grimlock, we got the G1 Grimlock back. Yay!
Hey man, it was a totally different Grimlock.
I don't like it, okay?
Do you think, like with Greg Berger coming back to voiceover, do you think Greg Berger will return for the show for Grimlock?
Considering he voiced Grimlock in Devastation, and he's now doing it in Power of the Primes, I wouldn't doubt it.
Neither would I. I hope so. It's just like it'd be perfect.
Genuinely, I think he likes doing the voice. It's not a voice he gets to do often. He could have did.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I remember when Grimlock was on the Hall of Fame, like for voting for Hall of Fame, the voice actor like Greg Berger is like he did a voice over to promote voting Grimlock for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. But yeah, it was
also,
great.
completely and totally off topic. Since we were talking about the RID Grimlock, I just noticed there was concept art with him having a fucking battle mask.
Yeah. Yeah. You never like how did you just like see that?
Yeah.
I literally just saw that last week.
Really?
When did that happen?
Wow.
Oh.
No, I've seen that for a long time. Yeah, it's like man, dude, I had this whole thing. Like the show's over now, but way back when the show was like when they revealed that and the whole show was like still continuing, I had a mind like, dude, what if they did an episode where Grimlock what if they smack in the back of the head and the battle mask goes on, and then turns out he had suppressed memories and he remembers who he is.
A repressed
He's
version
actually
of G1 Grimlock.
Yeah, he's like he remembers like his Ball Cybertron like experience. It's like whoa, and they're like whoa, like Grimlock's actually had suppressed memories the whole time. Man, I wish that was the case. It's not obviously, but yeah, that was
You just gave me an idea for Union, and I hate you because I know Union ain't coming out for a while.
I'm sorry, I'm
Rip.
just too much of a genius.
Oh, it's. I mean, it was a good idea too, but I mean, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to do Union for a while because I do have that G1 variant of Grimlock.
Oh yeah. Does
I
it
could
have?
totally
Does
do
it? Does
something with
that
that.
G1 variant have the battle mask?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Oh, that's awesome. But overall, yeah, this girl looks great. The dinosaur mode looks awesome too. Like it's very much just a modernized Tyrannosaurus version of the G1 mode.
I can't believe I found out he just had a battle mask concept art. That should have been in it.
Yeah, I agree.
I can see him so many
Agree.
times pounding his fists together and then just throwing down the face mask and just fucking shit up. Oh, I'm so pissed off. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, overall good.
Evergreen
Grimlock's good.
Yeah, Evergreen
Yes.
/ Cyberverse Grimlock. I hope this is the design for the show. He looks
Me too.
beautiful. Like this Grimlock does justice.
Wait, hold on, let me just find
Yeah,
that
if you
actual.
want-
There
if
you
you
go.
wanna see
There
that.
it is. Our main dude, our main man.
Hey,
Oh,
it's him,
Hotshot.
Skip. There's enough of him. He's getting a whole fucking episode of TFTC about his own fucking movie. Skip this yellow bastard.
Yeah, okay. Well, he looks just like this guy. You know, you've seen him
Yeah, he
before.
looks like
We'll see.
IDW.
We'll
He
see a lot
looks
more
like
of him, so we
blah,
can just
blah, blah.
skip it. We know about him. But this guy,
Yes.
this guy,
You can't get enough of CopCon. I fucking
this
love
is-
Barricade.
this is great. I love it's like for sure the Last Night inspired Barricade, but
Not
in a
even
G1
Oh, it
way.
is.
This is also heavily inspired from the Earth Wars design.
Oh,
Yes,
that's right.
yes,
Yeah, I
it
forgot about
is.
that.
Because technically, I think we were supposed to get like a released version of Combiner Wars Prowl redone as Barricade, which I would have loved, even though it didn't happen. But I'm okay with that. But yeah, this is pretty much like Earth Wars Barricade redone in like a Cyberverse design, and I love this. I love that
And
Barricade.
we have
gets more
Cyberverse
attention.
Prowl.
Oh, I wish maybe later, but
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
they
Like,
can be
this show
enemies?
if this show keeps going on for like more seasons, they'll bring him in. Like
No, see,
there'll
okay.
be
The
a whole. I
Barricade
know the
Prowl-
episode already. It's gonna be an episode where Prowl and Barricade fight, and it's gonna be called Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Yes.
see it happen, and if that is the case, you predicted yet another thing in the Transformers.
Yeah,
franchise.
there's no way they wouldn't miss that like perfect like wordplay.
We also need Jazz.
I could see that be like an episode titled "Laying Down the Funk."
Yes.
I don't know why. I really like the Barricade design though. It is very
Yeah, me too.
TLK inspired, and it is Earth Wars inspired, and it's just
Yeah.
he looks awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like this is becoming like the Barricade, like the official Barricade look for G1, quote unquote.
I also
Yeah.
because Transformers Cars, shout out to him by the way. I think he did like not a concept. He did like a fan art of a Generation 1 Barricade, or someone did it, but I remember him sharing it, and it was pretty much like a repaint of Prowl.
Oh yeah, with the purple head crest.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I love that.
I think it was Transformers Cars. I can't be for certain, but hey, if you happen to watch this episode and you're the actual person who made it, I'm sorry. I didn't remember your name. But yeah, and Prowl, funny enough that you mentioned Prowl, I would like to see the whole fight between him and Barricade, but I want Barricade to be rival to Bumblebee. That has to be how it goes.
Yeah.
The movies like established that, and like
Yeah,
the
even
fans
though they
want that.
haven't really officially established it, because
It's true.
like, oh,
I mean,
I'm just
there was
a
supposed to be a
cop,
whole
and
fight
I'm-
scene in the last night, but they cut it out.
don't even get
Mhm.
me started.
All right. Well, anyway, that's great. Barricade's in. He's in. He's
Woohoo!
fresh. He's new. He's back. Our screen.
Oh,
We just need to give him a crown and a cape, and it'll be
You
perfect.
know what I just realized? This
Huh.
is pretty much how he looks like in IDW in the
Yeah,
latest
I was
Cyberpunk.
gonna say like the this is very like IDW was it All Hail Megatron?
Mhm.
Very
wait, no.
yeah, very similar.
Those look like Power of the Prime Starscream
Yeah, I
legs.
was just about to say the same exact thing. It looks very Power of the Primes, but this is essentially what he looks like now in the latest Optimus issue.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Losing my voice.
I want a crown and a cape, and everything will be okay.
For the
I wonder
longest
who will
time,
voice Starscream in this new series.
Steve
Well,
Blue.
Let's.
They-
I would get that. Oh, I should have asked him that. Fuck me.
Yeah, because you were at Comic.
Yeah, he was there at my convention, and I had a chance to talk to him.
Oh, you awesome!
I should have asked him. Oh God, I should have. God, that's.
See, I'm kicking
That was
myself
me.
in the butt for kicking yourself in the butt.
See, you know, I also noticed. It's like literally, it was in the middle of the night. I woke up sweating, like, oh my, like, like literally. Imagine me in my bed. I wake up. He should have signed my Dark Spark disc, and then I wake, and because to me, like I don't call Transformers Rise of Darkspark Rise of Darkspark. I call it Transformers Steve Bloom gets a fat check.
Yeah, because he voices Sharpshot, he voices Shockwave, and he voices Swindle, and
there's a whole level of just those characters.
Those voices.
Oh gosh! And then I went back to sleep, going annoying. Oh wait, I sold that disc. I bought it digitally.
I can imagine you just like having like an existential crisis to just wake up. It's like
I should have told him that too. He would have loved that too. Oh god, he was a nice guy. But yeah, I should have asked him. My fault. I hope he does Starscream again. He does a great Starscream. Like when it comes to all modern Starscream.
Steve Bloom, I feel like Steve Bloom's only Starscream should ever be the Transformers Prime one. I feel like the dude who did Devastation Starscream, who was pretty close to Chris Latta, should do this one.
I'm okay with that.
Because sadly, Chris Latta, I mean, he's passed. He's been passed for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of G1 fans are upset because also he was Cobra Commander. But I mean, if they can get the guy to do Devastation to do Starscream, I think that would work.
Oh, yeah.
Or if they feel like low budget, ambitious, they could totally get the guy from Power of the Prime / Prime Wars trilogy to do him because he would
be actually pretty interesting if they did
that would be bad.
So speaking of Charles Latta being Cobra Commander, Chris Latta. Was it Charles Andler did Cobra Commander in the recent G.I. Joe show?
No way.
Renegades. And so it'd be interesting to have Charles Andler come back for this Starscream.
I mean, he was movie Starscream, cool. So it's possible.
That'd be awesome. And he still does voiceovers for shows too, so that'd be interesting. That'd be cool. But yeah, so yeah, G1 Starscream, very G1, very nice.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the design hopefully in the show.
Megatron.
I'm excited about. Look at that. Look at that Megatron again.
It's so classic. I'm so glad like that comes back to the show.
Look at his legs. The gun's on his legs.
It doesn't even look like it's gonna turn into a tank, except for the missile pods. That kind of gives it away, but still.
Yeah.
Look at that cannon.
This is like really good. I love it.
That looks so lethal. Like that looks like the fusion cannon he had in All Hail Megatron that could fuck up an entire city block.
I swear,
that's right.
Cyberverse fails.
Wait, what?
I swear, Cyberverse fails.
Oh no, we're all gonna ride. We're gonna go to Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or wherever Cyberverse is gonna be premiered and be like, hey.
Right. I forgot. Like we don't know who's airing that show.
No, you know what? There's actually a rumor apparently that this might be the first Transformers show to go on Disney XD.
No.
I don't know. I personally don't think that's the case because there's no way Disney would do that.
I'm not confirming it. I'm just saying there is a rumor going around that this might be the first Transformers show to go on Disney XD.
I would totally not believe that. That's just me.
I wouldn't be surprised, but who knows?
I heard because it was an article way back then that it was Nickelodeon might pick it up, which I also
I read that one too.
Yeah,
that would be interesting, but also very
especially
weird.
with the connection with Transformers Bumblebee and John Cena and John Cena being a big Nickelodeon actor.
Yeah. Oh god damn it.
You're
right.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, because for sure, I don't know if I see Cartoon Network picking up because if it does go to Cartoon Network, it's not going to be airing at all like during the day.
No, oh man.
So if Nickelodeon if it does go to Nickelodeon, hopefully it just airs during the day or times where it's people watch it.
If they put this on at a 6 o'clock in the morning hour, I'm not gonna be happy.
It would be at least it would be nice to have this air next to Ninja Turtles to have those '80s icons come back to back again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Speaking of '80s icons, just a little quick talk. Do you guys see the new Thundercats cartoon?
Oh no! Don't get me started.
No.
Because I have a whole fucking rant for that.
All right, we'll wait afterwards. I didn't enjoy it. I'll say that. Not a fan. All right, so overall, Optimus Prime. I mean, sorry, no, Megatron. Great.
Oh wait,
right? Great Optimus Prime. I hope to see him in action in the show. Yes, 10 out of 10 best primes.
What?
Megatron looks fucking phenomenal. I love him. Very G1 accurate.
Overall, yeah, great. He's great. What?
Yeah. I was just going to say, no real dead giveaways. He turned into a tank. Now, that's fucking Shockwave. Holy shit.
Shockwave.
Does he turn into the spider?
Yeah, this has to be this is the spider tank Shockwave, so.
Yeah, but there's no official concept art for him turning into the spider tank.
True. I mean,
also, Prowl, I see what you're doing. Knock it off.
Okay.
He turns into a spider tank. Keyword. Tank.
Spider.
Know what you're doing? Throw me that little playful shade. You just shush. Yes, I have a thing for spiders. Shut up. I ain't gonna deny it. I'm proud.
I could have said a joke about Spider-Man from Infinity War, but
Carl, I don't feel so good.
Spider-Man walks through your door. Mr. TFA, I don't feel so good.
Oh man, I'd cry. Be like, no, Spider-Man.
Stay with me. Starts playing in the background.
I'd totally be like Tom Holland when he first saw Robert Downey. Oh my god, it's Tom Holland. I don't know if you guys have seen that where he just goes, oh my god, it's Robert Downey Jr.
No, that sounds great.
Anyway, sorry, off topic. God damn it! I'm reading the live chat. No, none of those comments. Stop it. Anyway, Shockwave. Yes, I like him. Very G1 accurate. Very different. Also, he's not like solid purple like he used to be. He's got like these nice lightish accents, which is really nice to see. It's a different change. Cannon looks really cool. That head sculpt, beautiful. Or the head design, I should say. It's not a figure.
Yes, like it's very classic. Like once again, like all the other.
I want him to turn into a gun, and technically he still does, but I miss the overall goofiness of having a giant floating space gun.
He turns into something better.
He turns into something that murders someone. It's a spider tank, and it looks fucking cool. Or actually, no, not even. Well, no, is that technically a spider tank? The Marauders and the.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the Marauders.
What the fuck are the Autobot ones called?
I think this is the same. I would assume.
No. There were two different names. I think it was the Enforcers.
Enforcer. I thought they were the big guys. The big Autobot.
Wait. No. The big ones with the giant guns?
Yeah, the big bulky ones. I thought those were Enforcers.
No, those were Titans. They were called Titans, I think.
Okay. I know. Okay.
Yeah, I think
okay. Then I guess they're Enforcers too.
Yeah, I remember now. Because there was a whole mission in the beginning of playing as Swindle, and it was I remember Blast Off, like it was either Blast Off or Swindle. It was like someone was like, take out those Enforcers, and I'm like, okay. Because there were Marauders and Enforcers. I remember now. So yeah, I think he kind of turns into one of those sort of things, but he's not four-legged. He's just
I'm glad
he looks cool. I like him though. I'm loving these designs so far. As much as I have low hope for Cyberverse, these designs are slowly kind of building it up a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, like I have no idea how the show's gonna go, but the designs are great. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, we're all good. Down here. Oh, wait, we do more Grimlock. Windblade. Yay!
She looks so good.
Everyone's favorite. Where the fuck are her feet?
Right down there.
Where the fuck are her feet? They're so flat.
No. The red things. No, the red things are gonna come down to form the feet. Don't worry. The red things will fold down.
She's supposed to have heels. What the fuck?
I think we're just seeing it through like a front view.
I mean, yeah, but
you
it's
only
still
see from
kind
the
of
front.
bugs me because it's like that looks something like you would see on a GoBots. I don't know. Windblade, comparing her to the Titans Return. Yeah, the Titans Return one. It's very similar, but it also takes a little bit of inspiration from the Takara Legends one that recently came out. Not the Titans Return version though, the one that was before.
Like, I'm seeing a lot of the original like 2015, like the original toy.
The 2014. It was 2014.
Yeah, like that's I see a lot of that. In this
She's been
design.
around for 5 years. Oh god.
Yeah, very IDW-esque too. While I think of it. Yeah, she's been around for a while. Jesus.
Yeah.
5 years already.
Now that I think about it, we have Windblade in a lot of stuff. And technically we did have Victorion in Power of the Prime / Combiner Wars / Titans Return. You think Victorion's going to make a mainstream appearance?
No.
I mean, like, it's possible. Like, I don't know.
I like her. She looks cool.
Like, for sure, like, I feel like as her popularity still continues, like, with the Transformers reboot, if the movies reboot, like, in, let's say, the next 5 to 10 years, I see her appearing.
I kind of want her to have her own Spotlight movie because I feel like she could do something. Because imagine it. We could be taken to Caminus. We wouldn't be on Cybertron. We could see Caminus.
It would be cool to see that. I mean, I think if they would do a Windblade movie, it should be, like, maybe 2 Transformers movies after. Like, give us original Transformers, original recipe Transformers, you know, G1, whatever. Do that, and then maybe do another movie, and then, like, spin off with Windblade.
The live chat scares me.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Overall, yeah, Windblade's Windblade, right?
Yeah, Windblade looks good.
Windblade. All right.
Yeah, Wembley.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I thought there was supposed to be one for Soundwave.
I guess it's a different article.
I think
there
I
was
think,
one for sound.
I think there's like a form that one's in. I think there's a link to a form where you can find the other ones.
Let me go ahead and try another link real quick.
Oh yeah,
think it's-
Mr. Krabs.
Let's see if I can
Are you
find
failing
that.
it now, Mr. Krabs?
I was gonna say that. Gosh darn it, TFA.
So that payback for that stupid spider shade.
I could have went on. I
Oh,
could have went on and on.
Oh, I know you could have. I know you could have. You made fucking memes about me.
Let's show the meme I made that one time.
Oh! Oh.
I deleted that. So it's all good.
Oh, I know. I know. Alright, I found it. Yeah, there was only one left of Soundwave, and then we had the vehicle modes. So we'll just go through those quickly. Cyborg, I'm sending you a link now. Because we have to look at Soundwave.
Oh, I gotta go in 6 minutes, boys.
No.
Wait, why? It's a weekend.
Oh, and it's 11:30 where I live. Like it's almost 11:30.
But
Oh,
it's
I
a
understand.
weekend.
Oh, sorry, you have a curfew. Sorry,
Yes.
kiddos.
Yes, I'm
I
not.
guess you're not. I guess you're not a big boy. No, I can't say that. I'm not sure.
I'm not even a teenager, so no, I'm not a big boy.
Oh, sad. All right, I found it.
There.
Vehicle modes and stuff.
Yeah. So we kind of had like a front
Ah.
side view, and then I think
Ah.
also weapons.
No. Wait, do we?
It's
Oh, we have a back view too. Cool.
Oh man, the live stream. It doesn't say
Yeah,
I
we
have
to
the
look at we have to
annoying
look at Soundwave,
orange.
because a lot of people would look at it and it'd be like, well, you wouldn't think that's Soundwave, but guess what? Soundwave.
yeah.
For you
I like
guys,
I
does
like
it
the
show-
what?
For you guys, does it show the annoying orange picture?
Yes.
Oh, not anymore. I don't see it anymore. Oh, maybe I don't. 'Cause I'm
Okay,
crazy
good.
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Soundwave. I like.
There's
like-
actually one where he's his own little card, like the others. If you scroll down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Alright, sorry.
like these
Sorry.
designs from like the front, back, and side view. They look really good. And we have
Nice.
Optimus in his truck mode, Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, Hound. Look at that Hound! God.
Yeah, look at that! Look at that tank! Like it's armored. The strip is just a light machine gun on top. Nice.
Yeah, they're not.
If you
messing
see
around
that,
with him.
if you
Big
see
boy.
that like on your lawn, you better run.
Run, bear.
That and Grimlock are just on your lawn.
Nice tank.
That's a beautiful tank. Starscream's jet mode.
There it
man.
is.
There he is. There's our boy. Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave.
Look at that.
Does he
I
have
don't even
2
look like it
shoulder
would
cannons?
transform into like a vehicle. It looks like. Well, I mean, obviously, if you look at the legs, you see a little bit of wheels, but that does not. Ah, that looks really good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I like the classic missile launcher shoulder in one arm,
But
and then he has
also,
like
the IDW style.
sonar
Where he has like
there.
that radar dish.
Mhm.
And then you also have like the Soundwave designs on his shoulders.
yeah, good stuff.
Also, I'm sorry. Look at his middle top button.
Oh my
It
gosh.
has a smiley face. You see it?
I'm trying to the middle top. This,
Yeah, the middle top, right near like the rewind and fast forward button.
yeah, but wait, I see like how are you seeing a smiley face? I don't see it.
Look
Oh,
at
I
the
see
eyes
it.
and then
Oh, I
just
see it. I see it.
I see it, yeah.
I like it.
Hey, you want to press my button? Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
God. Come on.
I'm sorry. The face says it all.
Ah.
Welcome to Transformers Talk Corner, where we sexualize Transformers.
TFA says that joke and then it shows annoying orange.
I'm sorry. I had to. You just look at that fucking button. Someone make a meme of that, please.
Okay, I'm on it.
Anyway, vehicle
Yeah.
mode. Again, IDW inspired. Look at that. That looks so cool. I want a
How
toy.
much is the actual car in real life?
Oh, I have no idea. But that is very. I mean, technically, wait. Cyborg, correct me if I'm wrong. Soundwave and IDW and like before Lost Light and Optimus, like when he was with Galvatron, did he transform into like a half track?
It was some kind of armored vehicle.
Like, do you remember if it
it,
had tank treads on the back or no?
it was not. No, it was all wheel.
Okay, so it was like this sort of thing.
Yeah,
You know what would be a
That's-
perfect use for this figure alone? Like
Huh.
to make this? Generations Roadbuster.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't remember Generations Roadbuster.
Yeah, dude. The Generation 1 looking Roadbuster for the Thrilling 30s.
Yes,
Honestly,
Oh,
that
that's
car.
right. I forgot about that.
That
Pull it- yeah.
car.
Right, you're right.
It would work.
Yep.
It would work really well.
Yeah, it would.
I want that to happen now. I
Did
want
they-
a figure of these designs. Like, not
they
a
show-
crappy cheap one though, like the ones in the dollar store and everything. That ain't gonna fly with me. Give me a fucking mainline one, like a warrior class. I want that Soundwave design so bad.
Did they show Blur? Did they show like the Blur?
Oh yeah, I sent you a link for the one-step changers too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll have to...
Yeah, those
They
are
reveal
for
a
official,
Blur?
like Cyberverse. I mean, technically, they're just repaints of the RED 2015
Yeah.
one-step
Yeah.
changes.
The packaging
It pisses
but
me
there's
off,
actual-
but the packaging, yeah, actually shows the designs, which is
quick
awesome.
little look. Optimus Prime looks great. He's very G1.
at least it doesn't have the long neck.
Yeah, that's
Very long-
good. It's
The
safe.
very long, thick neck.
Oh my god.
He looks like he's an ostrich.
Guys, I'm gonna go.
Alrighty.
All right, you want to sign yourself out then?
Yeah, this is annoying Orange 1005 production signing out.
Oh,
Waffles.
that's your official. Oh, okay then.
No. It's Prowl 1005 production signing out. Goodbye.
All right, take it easy, Prowl. Thanks for joining.
Alrighty. So I'll just grab that.
Hello, Marvelous. I see you finally joined.
Where
So
am I
yeah,
here?
the one-step changers have like the official packaging for, or not the official packaging, the official character art for Cyberverse. And Blur,
Yeah.
I think, have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Dude.
Blur is very G1. It's like as if it's just.
It's very G1, but also very IDW,
Let's see if I can.
and I love it. It's awesome. How many people are watching us right now? We have 8 people watching us, and about 5 people. About 5 people commenting, which is cool, I guess. The worst Star Wars movie ever. Oh God, you went to go see Solo.
So.
That's a cool background you got there, Cyborg.
Oh shucks, it's not mine.
Oh shucks, I compliment the person. Look at Soundwave. Fucking look
He
at
looks-
Soundwave. Look
He
how
looks so angry. He looks so angry.
I'm good. I'm glad. I want to be angry. Like if he's villainous, I want to have
like
that
it.
villainy.
But it's like you don't see that type of emotion from him ever. It
I like
looks
that.
so cool.
Also, this is like our first pretty much confirmation of like, yeah, like the Evergreen is, like designs are practically also the same designs.
Yeah,
that's,
they are.
That's spot on the exact same design.
Yeah, and just put into a more dynamic sort of pose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy
Bumblebee,
about that.
blah, blah, blah. But yeah,
a
it's
lot of people
Blur.
are thinking, "Oh, Evergreen." It's not. You know, it's not going to be the same exact thing. It is. I don't know why people are thinking
I
it's
hope
not.
so.
It is. I mean, yeah. But look at that Blur.
Yeah,
Man,
it's kind.
fucking
This is where you
awesome.
can tell, like, oh, this is obviously not like same toy, because Blur looks nothing like toy Blur.
Yeah, that's a really lazy move on Hasbro. Like, that's not even. No, that's not fair to the kids. Like, at all. I'm sorry, Hasbro. I love you, but this shit don't fly with me.
Yeah, ain't good.
You're gonna promote a new figure, make a new one step. It's not that hard to remold an already existing mold.
Isn't also Bumblebee?
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all the same. That's just sad.
That's like honestly, it really bugs me because now these kids are gonna get disappointed. Be like, "Well, mommy, I already have this one." It's like, "Well, sorry, this was the only one they had."
Shame.
Just come on now, Hasbro. Be better than that. We let that shit fly with the adult line. We don't let that shit fly with the little kids. Because when they grow up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay, we know what we're getting into now." So yeah. God, how long have we been going for?
It's been a while. Yeah, we haven't even touched our actual topics.
An hour and 30 minutes at most. So not one
So
of our.
we should
It's
probably.
not really that long compared to our other episodes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we haven't talked about our main topics yet.
Oh, I know.
Oh, geez,
quickly
that
do
long?
this.
Haven't touched the main topics?
Well, yeah, we saved those for the very long part. I guess quick studio series thing. We don't really need to show pictures, do we?
Yeah, no, we don't.
I don't think so.
In fact, I'll like everything else we're going to talk about. I don't think there's any pictures needed, so I'm done.
Yeah, not because there's not really any information except for UPCs. So yeah, a while back we were given a UPC courtesy of Mr. Chaos on TFW 2005 and I believe Cybertron.com. He's been a known provided source, you know, of like not provided. What am I thinking? What's the word I'm thinking of? Reliable. There we go. Well-reliable source for future Transformers figures. It's how we learned about a large majority of Titans Return and then also Power of the Primes, as well as some of the exclusives. And courtesy of him, we now have official confirmation that yes, Bone Crusher and a new Optimus Prime are happening, as well as Jazz UPC is finally showing up in Target system, although it's typed Jazz, which is weird. Bone Crusher showed up, so that should be coming soon. The new Optimus showed up. Ironhide showed up. And I think Lockdown and Brawl, Megatron, and... is that it? Yeah, that's it. So all of Wave 2 and then possible Wave 3 or Wave 2 extension. And then also, earlier today, we were given a lot more reveals sort of thing, leaks in a sense about the... God... Brand new, perplexingly codenamed Transformers figures listed on Amazon. You're gonna love this. Transformers Toilet Troop action figure. Techie Team action figure. Greaser Gang action figure and Jock Squad action figure. And then also Transformers Red Lightning 1 action figure. Wait a minute. Red Lightning 1. What does it sound? That sounds like a Power Ranger thing. Spooky, back me up here. Is that ever in Power Rangers? Red Lightning 1?
Red Lightning 1?
Yeah, was that ever a thing? Power Rangers?
No. There's something with lightning, but not anything named Red Lightning.
I don't know. That just made me think of Power Rangers for some reason. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
There's not that much else to say there. I'm sorry. I was like spacing out because I'm also replying to well, Cyborg, you remember our buddy Izzy, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he posted on the Jess Harnell thing on Instagram.
Oh, yes, right. All right.
So I was replying to a comment. Sorry about that. So yeah, and while I'm actually on it, yeah, Jess Harnell, Barricade, confirmed for Bumblebee. I'm actually really excited about this. I love Barricade.
I kind of hope like this is legit. Like my thing is like, what if someone was just asking like, hey, you voicing Barricade in a new Bumblebee movie? I hope he like, because I don't think he like. It's possible that he's just like, oh, someone's talking to me about Transformers, me voicing Barricade in a Transformers movie. yeah, voicing Transformers is always great. Movies are big and stuff. I hope he doesn't like just saying that, but, like about just voicing Transformers in general for Barricade, and like, oh, he actually knows, like, yeah, I'm voicing Barricade in a new Transformers movie, Bumblebee, coming out. Because that's one of my big fears, that he's just saying this, like, yeah, I voice Barricade. Yep, these movies are big, and they always want me back.
Yeah, I love Jess Harnell. Honestly, he's quite possibly one of my favorite voice actors. Because, one, I grew up with Animaniacs, and he voiced Wacko.
Mm-hmm.
I think, right? Was it Wacko?
Yeah, it's Wacko.
I can't remember. It was like the oldest brother.
It's, Yakko's the oldest. Wacko's him, Jess Harnell, and then died.
Okay, yeah. And then also Ironhide. Movie Ironhide was quite possibly one of the best voices Jess Harnell's ever done. Like, he managed to make this guy just awesome. And then Barricade, obviously. Granted, I wasn't exactly pleased with the Last Night voice because it was too much like Ironhide. But then again, the movie voices did change through each movie. Cause
I think like the thing with Ironhide's, with Barricade's voice in movie 5 is that I bet he did the exact same way he did it in movie 1. But I think like
they just took out the effects.
Yeah, exactly. Like people forget that movie 1, all of the voices were an octave lower, so they don't realize that.
Yeah, I still remember not being fond of Optimus's voice in the first movie.
I liked Optimus' voice more in one than like all of them. I think the
Really?
Octave Optimus is. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not
totally.
judging.
Like, it's
I'm
more
just
like
honestly curious. Like,
serious. Yeah.
that's cool. Difference of opinion is a good thing. I don't know. Something about it just felt weird. It's like it was too deep, but I kind of liked it because it's like, okay, it's not your traditional Peter Cullen that he normally does. It's
I like, yeah, I liked it because like you made him seem more like wise and more like like it's like
But then of course through movie 2 through 5 they had to change it to the voice that he did in the games
normal.
and the voice he did in Transformers Prime and.
Yeah, but yeah, so back to Barricade, like for sure, like that's probably the same voice he did for Barricade. It's just there's no octave effect there, so it's just like.
But now you gotta wonder, since Barricade is in the movie, do you think? I mean, obviously he's probably either gonna be the cop car, but I mean, do you think he could be the Plymouth GTX?
I actually don't. I honestly don't know.
It's
so because like let's just list off who's in the movie, so. List of characters confirmed. Bumblebee. That's it. Of when it comes to officially confirmation, Bumblebee's in it. Now, as for rumored / like probably through evidence. So Barricade's in it, possibly probably. Starscream's in it, maybe, or else it just could be another jet that's blue and white, or maybe that's Thundercracker, or maybe it's Starscream. So there's that character.
Yeah, they could totally do that.
Apparently, the red GT whatever the vehicle is
the Plymouth GTX is
some people have said that it might be a female Decepticon,
and then the blue car is supposed to be like a guy Decepticon.
And so the blue car either. So if anything, if Barricade's Barricade's either the blue car or the red car if he's in the movie.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now, and a large majority of you may not like this particular person, but I trust him honestly. I spoke with Laszlo Venn earlier today because he posted on my, and I don't know if I should really be saying this, but fuck it. I posted the Just Harnell thing, and he commented literally when I posted it. It's like, because I commented or I made a description caption for it. I was like, kind of wonder how the rivalry or how we see Bumblebee and Barricade become rivals. He said he wasn't joking about this, but I feel like he kind of is just to throw me off. It's like B killed his sister / GF. And I'm like, wait, are you fucking serious? Because it's like, if that's the case, that sounds fake as hell. But also, that would be an interesting way to start it. Because it's like, well, every tragedy character who wants to kill an enemy always has some sort of dead parent or loved one. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go that route. But I messaged him about this personally. And let me go ahead and pull it up just real quick through my Facebook messages because I archived the conversation.
Whatever he says, I'd say take it with a grain of salt because I don't think Laszlo's the biggest,
I'm not believing it 100%.
reliable guy.
I'm just going to say that right now. I'm not believing it 100%. I do trust him, though. I'm just going to say that much. It has a high chance. There are two characters who I guess are apparently I guess are apparently confirmed characters. It's a high chance there are two characters by the name of Red Light, who's the Red Plymouth Roadrunner GTX, and there is another character by the name Blue Light, who is a 1967 Pontiac Firebird, who might be Barricade. I guess those are code names, so we don't know.
Yeah, Red Light, Blue Light for sure are code names. So
they
wouldn't name characters that. That's kind of like
Red Light and Blue Light, most creative.
Yeah, very.
These two will be featured in the trailer. They act like brother and sister, or like if they are together. Since the female wasn't featured in any other films, it's safe to say she gets killed by B because of force. Of course. And he practically read my face when I was reading the message because he's like, well, you're probably looking at it like, the fuck, is this a fucking love story? But it would be a great way to start to show they can think and feel like they said in G1. Even the evil ones can feel love. So yeah, while it would be kind of interesting, I did ask, like, well, who is in this movie? And then he said Starscream, Bumblebee, Barricade, Red Light, who honestly, it may be a stupid name, but it does fit.
Well, I think he's saying Red Light as in like the codenamed character Red Light, as if we don't know a name for yet.
But yeah, as opposed to the whole thing where like, oh, there are only going to be like 4 Transformers in this film. I'd say expect more. I mean, not too much, obviously, but It's a possibility. So take us all with a grain of salt. This isn't 100% confirmed, but look forward to the trailer. And if you obviously, you know, we're not going to know of these characters probably until Comic-Con because that's when they give away the information on the toys. Or sooner if we get any Weibo leaks out there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's... I mean, what can you do?
Can I tell you what's one thing I've actually thought about on why Bumblebee hates Barricade so much, and honestly, it might just be the route that they're going in. I'm honestly thinking, remember how like supposedly Charlie is important to Bumblebee, like in this movie, like supposed to be important to him as a character, and now she doesn't appear in like all the other movies.
Yeah,
I am honestly thinking that I'm honestly just thinking that Barricade might just kill Charlie, and that's what get Bumblebee's, you know, energon boiling, and that's how those two hate each other, or at least how Bee hates Barricade.
Yeah. Which, oh, by the way, we're technically in our main topic now. We're talking about the Bumblebee trailer predictions and all that stuff. Which, hey, well, first off, let me just say, I don't think they're going to kill off Charlie. I really don't. I think Bumblebee's just going to go his way. He's going to scan the 1976 Camaro and then just go to Bobby Bolivia's or something. Or maybe he gets attacked by Barricade or Starscream, gets too damaged, and be like, oh, I got to hide. I'll hide at Bobby Bolivia's. Because Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Yeah, I mean, like, as much as that sounds like a cool idea for killing off Charlie, I also agree, like, because one, it is a kid's movie, technically, so they wouldn't be killing off their main kid character. But I mean, for sure, like, yeah, he's because, like, you know, this is not the first time we've seen Bumblebee, you know, dismiss a very long human friend, because, you know, he hang out with Sam 4 and 5, so.
I don't blame Bumblebee for Sam.
Fair point.
Blame Bumblebee for Sam.
Which actually makes a fair point. Like, this makes a fair point that like, it makes me think. Like, so let's say, you know, because it's also confirmed. We're going to talk about this Wednesday, but it's now kind of confirmed that this is in the chronology of the Bay. So it is.
So this isn't really.
Yeah.
It's not really a reboot, and it's not really a continuation. It's just a prequel to the whole thing. And also, I think we're still getting Transformers 1. That never really got established as canceled. I think we're still getting that because Paramount doesn't make it.
That's the thing. I kind of agree with that. That's why I put a question mark by canceled, because so the guy's like, we don't like we're doing like, we have a idea for future Transformers films. He never said like, oh, let's reboot it. He just says like, we don't have a plan at all. We're gonna see how this does, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna do whatever is it. Like we're gonna give another Paramount film the time slot we gave Transformers 7, but we just don't know what's going on. We're just making this movie now because we had the idea already, so we're doing it, and we're gonna see what happens after that. Because could they still technically reboot it if they really wanted to with Bumblebee's universe? Yeah. Because it's dumb, but they could totally do it because this is still like this is like the earliest time a movie's been made so they can totally be like, all right, JK, this is movie 1, movie 2 is gonna have all their G1 movie guys, but I don't think this is the case. I don't know what they're gonna do because there's still like the whole rumor that Optimus Prime is in it for a second or so, but he has a G1 design. Like I've been hearing that Hasbro or Paramount like acquired the design from Josh Nizzi of the G1 inspired Optimus Prime.
That design.
They kind of said the same thing about Megatron.
Yeah, so for me, like, that means like if they did that, they did it for a reason to put that in the movies. And if they did it for Megatron, then because like technically in this universe, Megatron is still at the Hoover Dam, frozen in that movie design. So I think they may actually reboot like Bumblebee and then just like be like, hey, this is it, beginning of the new franchise. But I don't know yet. I honestly don't know what's going on. I think they're waiting on how good this movie is, and then they'll decide, yes, it's a reboot, or nah, it's the
only thing that I want. And when you mentioned that, like, you know, Paramount doesn't have a plan. Hey, Paramount, here's your fucking plan. Make a TLK sequel and the fucking story. For God's sake, do that.
And I bet some of them do. Like, but some of the writers want to do that too. Problem is, They know that it financially will not it's not going to help. The Last Night was a failure in the box office, unfortunately.
Yeah,
compared
The
to other
Last
movies.
Night hurt.
Every time we try to avoid that, we somehow manage to bring it up.
I know. I don't want to.
No, I don't
But
want
it's
to
because-
either. I hate shit talking that movie, but it's shit.
I know it sucks. I just like it just sucks because it ruined the franchise.
It sucks as a general movie. I think it's like Revenge of the Fallen. It's a good Transformers movie. It just sucks as a general movie.
Yeah, but this time this is different because now it's been 5 movies and now people are just getting a little tired of it. I believe there is now for the main audience moviegoer. I think there is fatigue for a Transformers film, which is why
I think a lot of people now when they hear a new Transformers film is being made, they're just gonna go,
create another one. I think this one hopefully with the I bet the trailer for sure is going to be Travis Knight, there's no Michael Bay involved. It's the trailer's gonna play off a new director. It's a new look on the character. Yeah. Please watch it. Please.
See, here's the thing though. And I know I said this before, I'm still worried, but if they don't do the visual effects how they always do by ILM, I at least hope they keep the movie sound effects. Because you can't go wrong with the iconic movie, the movieverse transformation sound effects. Bumblebee's transformation sound effects are cool. I could sort of hear it be rusty, kind of like how Optimus, was in Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
Because he is like an old vintage Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they don't have ILM do it, I kind of hope they get someone who can somehow replicate that. But again,
for sure, ILM will take on that again still. I don't think that's good. I think it's all about Paramount. Paramount will be like, yeah, go, please do that again, please. Thank you.
But you say ILM for the Bumblebee movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if they're doing it because I checked their site a few days ago. Because you know how they did Pacific Rim 1? They didn't do 2, and I didn't see anything on their site for them doing the Bumblebee movie. Unless they just updated it.
They didn't do 2? I thought it was still them.
No, they didn't do 2. They didn't do 2. You check their site.
I can notice that. I can notice the difference in there's still great quality both films, but I can notice that that's not the same.
But it's always kind of been a tradition for ILM to do the Transformers movies, Yeah,
it could be Bumblebee's still early, not in production, but it's still early in marketing. So I bet it's possible they just still haven't updated it, or it just could be that they didn't do it.
I actually
pretty sure we're gonna see something. The only thing is this trailer, which by the way, people can stop freaking out about when the trailer's coming out because it's coming out next Tuesday. So when you get the next one, when you get this one, don't be asking when the next one is because your ass is going to be waiting. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm sick of it. I'm honestly sick of it. And not to call you out here, buddy, I saw some of your posts on Facebook. You're freaking out. They'll come. Trailers always come. They just take time. Every once a month. This is only going to be a teaser, though, so don't expect too much.
Yeah, no, I expect a minute and a half, maybe.
And I'm not just speaking specifically to you this time, Transformers Productions. Which, by the way, sorry for kind of calling you out there, but I noticed and I commented on one of the posts that you made. But it's people were just freaking out. Just oh, the Bumblebee movie, we haven't got a trailer yet. It's summer. When's it coming out? Well, it's supposed to come out the same weekend or the same month as Aquaman.
Wait, when did I freak out about Bumblebee? Wait, hold up.
Wait, no, it wasn't you. It was you.
You just...
No.
Wait.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
Sorry. I was actually sorry about that. I was actually thinking Autobot Patriot and Brody. I'm tired. Shut up. It's been one day. God damn it, I'm an asshole. I confess that. I'm sorry. I thought. Whoops. Brain fart. That's sorry, Transformers Productions. Shit, I feel like a jerk.
The only time I talked about the Bumblebee movie was I made a live stream about talking about. I don't think I have you
on Facebook, so what am I talking about? No, I'm actually no. I'll point it to you, Autobot Patriot, Brody. I take that back. I'm throwing that shade to you. Calm down. I saw your posts. Chill out. Yeah, it was you. Okay, you took responsibility. Everything's cool.
It's not a YouTube
brain fart. I feel like someone's gonna look at this part and just be like, "Wow, what an asshole."
I'm sorry,
Transformers Productions.
Don't worry. The only thing that will come of this is a YouTube war. And most likely you'll win. So.
Well, shit, another war. I had to go through 2 of them last year. I'm a veteran, man. For God's sake. I had enough of my YouTube wars. I just want to chill and drink Mountain Dew. Talk about Transformers. That is a joke, obviously.
Yeah, but can I actually talk about a little bit, how there's this whole. Can I talk about the whole reboot, what the Bumblebee movie is? If it's reboot or
we're going to have a whole discussion on it. Like, this is one of the main topics, and we still got our big topic I want to talk about, which obviously we'll get through.
Okay, so like, can I kind of start it?
Yes, Spooky, I derped. You don't think I'm seeing those live chat comments? I have it open.
You didn't see that comment. Let Transform Productions.
Yes, I did.
Start.
No,
Yes,
but
I derped. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I'm tired. I'm a.
if I'm no, but
Transformer fans look all the fucking same. You're just a bunch of crappy.
we could tell how tired you are, Michael. But
Oh, big time.
You try waking up at 5 a.m. with a migraine in your right eye. That shit ain't fun.
I woke up with a wolf spider bite.
Wait, wolf spiders bite?
What? Wolf spiders? Yeah, they
Wolf
bite.
spiders bite?
Yes.
But they look so harmless. What?
Yes, they bite.
Okay,
and they
I'll go
want
to
to
the
kill
spider
you.
talk afterward. Spider finish. I don't care. Anyway,
No,
holy
but
shit, I am epics. Hey!
No, but I want to get my 2 cents in there on the whole reboot as you continue, which you hear type of thing. Here's what I feel like what they're gonna do, because honestly, I could see them very well doing that. Maybe like unless there's one specific thing talking about a future event, because I think like when we all see the movie, there are going to be like really small hints to like the future, but the movie does, you know. Like, I can honestly see them doing this, you know. If this movie fails, they're going to say, oh, that was a part of the Michael Bay universe. But if this movie actually succeeds and actually makes a lot of money, they might say, oh, it's a reboot. You know, I'm honestly thinking that they made this movie specifically be like, okay, you know, if we succeed, this will be a reboot. If this doesn't succeed, we'll blame it on Michael Bay like everybody else.
Because of fucking course.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I agree. Like, for sure. Like, if
I genuinely hate that. I really do.
like whatever is filmed now is set in stone. Like, even if they do say, like, they mentioned, you know, Sector 7, Transformers, you know, established lore for the movies. Even if that's the case, but the movie does a great job, but they want to like make a fresh start, they'll for sure be like, okay, we'll keep whatever's in Bumblebee, but we're going new right after it. Like G1 Optimus, G1 Megatron, like, you know, and also we like with this like let's say the show is Starscream that's very G1-esque. Like, can just if it fails, be like, oh, Starscream had this design first, and then he changes to his movie design, because as we've now seen in multiple movies, an Autobot or Decepticon can look very different, like through the years.
Prime example, Age of Extinction.
Oh yeah.
As Optimus went from first trilogy to this night look, and yeah,
same with Bumblebee, and then also especially Barricade, he looks completely different between characters. Movies, sorry. But if he does a great job and they want to reboot it, they can totally just be like, yeah, that's the official G1 like that's Starscream. That's what he looks like the whole time. That's how everyone looked like the whole time. Wow,
See, the thing I'm picturing about Starscream in this particular movie, though, is because since it's taking place in the 80s, they're not going to have F-22 Raptors.
Yeah.
So are they going to go full-on Generation 1 look with like a movie stylization sort of thing, where it's like it's the same robot design just with like an F-15 Tomcat?
Yeah, I think so. I think
if that's the case, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
And honestly, the same thing could also be applied for Barricade if he is that blue Pontiac Firebird. You know. So yeah, real quick, I'm having some small controversy in the live chat. Also, yes, I did derp again. I did not know wolf spiders bite. I'm sorry. I am not completely educated on spiders. But I do know a large majority of stuff. But anyway, to prove I am Epix wrong, because I like being that douchebag sometimes. As of yesterday, Hasbro explains the future of the Transformers movies, 2019 and beyond, or as I like to call it, the year of Bumblebee, because we're going to be seeing him a lot.
Yay.
One of the questions that was asked is reboot the correct term? Answer from, I want to say it was Brian Goldner. Yeah, it's Hasbro CEO, obviously. I don't think it's a reboot because it is an alternative and different chronology. Sorry. How do you say it? Chronology?
I guess so. Just say chronology.
Chronology. whatever chronology. So rather than going to a sequel from what people had seen last time, this place takes place in the 1980s. It's a really fun era. People love the music. They love that time and place. And it was a great place to put Bumblebee for our fans. Everyone knows that Transformers were originally created in the mid-'80s as an actual manufacturing thing. So it gives you a chance to harken back to the things that people loved about the brand. And a chance to enjoy the brand, kind of from the beginning again. But I wouldn't really consciously go into it saying, let's reboot the franchise. There wasn't any of that. We just felt that the story naturally came as a result of some of the work that we have done. So frankly, it's, as Brian Goldner himself even just explained, it's not really a reboot.
It's not,
just
it's
a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's a spin-off story. We don't know anything about the future of the Transformers films because they don't have anything planned. Because they didn't think TLK would flunk so hard.
Yeah, that's true.
And me and Transformers Productions have been saying it is like right now it's part of the movieverse we've already established. But if it's successful, they'll totally bring it into like a rebooted.
I mean, if they really want to, but considering that this movie could totally end with Bumblebee scanning the 1976 Camaro, then it's already pretty much established right then and there.
That's true. But do you think that's going to happen? Do you think they're going to establish that? Like, do you think they'll have a scene where he turns?
I strongly think that this isn't going to be like your typical ending where it's like Bumblebee's going to stay Guardian with Charlie, unless there's a second Bumblebee movie, which I swear to Christ.
I see this ending with Bumblebee, doesn't change any alt modes. He doesn't stay with Charlie. He just drives off to the sunset, like, goodbye,
I feel like he's just going to drive off, and then maybe there'll be, like, a post-credit scene or something, or mid-credit scene where it's, like, we just see Bumblebee, like, the shadow of Volkswagen Bumblebee or a shadow of the 1976 Camaro and, like, a bright blue light, and then he just drives off again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because personally, and people are still fighting me in the comments about this, CEO himself just said this. You can't argue with that fact. This is not a reboot. This is just a spin-off, and that's a totally different thing from being a reboot. It's much like... Okay, prime example. Think of all the Transformers cartoons. Those are practically spin-offs on their own, in a sense. Like, specifically speaking, Unicron Trilogy. Spin-off of kind of one another. Still telling the same story, but in a different point of view.
Not Cybertron.
Different characters. What?
Please do not consider Cybertron a part in the Unicron.
Well, Energon and Cybertron. I'm talking about the whole Unicron trilogy in general.
Well, I mean,
every single Transformers cartoon in itself is practically a different story of the same franchise. Different designs, different characters. This is not something that has never existed within this franchise at all. This is pretty much a spin-off movie. This is not a reboot. There's nothing wrong with having a movie that's totally different from what you saw previously. Because honestly, this is kind of going to be a nice break, unless it's going to be the same shit like it normally was. But I feel like it isn't, because, actually, now that I think about it, because Sector 7 is in this, and from what I read in the comics of the movie 1 prequel, they did kind of try to hunt down Bumblebee. So a similar thing, not that I'm saying it's canonical.
Thank you. I was about to rip you a new one after that, too. So.
Wait, what?
Thank you for mentioning that, because I was about to rip you a new one. I'm never a fan of anyone.
I learned my lesson. You gotta give me some credit.
I hate it. I remember when the last night was out and fresh in theaters, there was this guy on YouTube who was always talking about the IDW movie comics, and I hated that.
I mean, you gotta admit, though, some of the stuff would have been pretty convincing. Like, it could have been stuff that was in the script that got taken out.
Yeah, for sure. I told you about they got a what is it? What's the word? I keep losing words here. Inspired by the movie comics, for sure. Yeah.
So, I'm still getting fought in the comment section about this.
I mean, I am Epics. I mean, I am Epics.
You are Epics? I can't believe it. This whole time.
No. But seriously, I am Epics brought up a good point, though. It's all like, why would you make a prequel of a universe that isn't going on? anymore.
Because they already had everything written and probably
there you go. Yeah, like this was supposed to be called Transformers Universe Bumblebee, as in it's supposed to be a spin-off of a whole cinematic universe
part
of
of the
side
cinematic
movies.
universe.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were going by what they had planned.
And they wouldn't cancel a movie that they already filmed. And they're not
going to completely abandon that project in general. They're going to use it. This was part of the cinematic universe because it was Transformers 5, then Bumblebee, then Transformers 7. You know, granted, we're probably never going to see the light of day of a proper ending to the movieverse. And while I understand I'm not happy about it, I really hope IDW decides to make like an official ending for that story, because we are also getting a prequel comic for Bumblebee where he's also technically codenamed Gold Fender, and he's like a spy car or some shit. I don't fucking know.
IDW's losing their shit.
But anyway. Yeah, this is not a reboot. At this point, if you want to be stubborn, and I'm really trying not to direct this at someone, but someone in the comment section is making it really difficult, believe what you want to believe. I just read what the Hasbro CEO said, and as far as I know, CEOs don't really lie about that kind of stuff. They're just going by what they had planned. They have no future for the films. We might not get one next year.
It's best to reference the guy in the chat here. Hold on, Spocky the Man. I think it's best to just wait for the movie. So good job, Spocky the Man, whatever you are.
Yeah,
how about we just wait to see when the movie comes out and see what happens?
Yeah, that dude apparently, who is also a different name in our
silly guy, whoever that guy is. So overall, can't wait. Tuesday, what do you guys think is going to happen? What do you think we're going to see?
Not much. I mean, still be. I feel like we'll just be introduced to Charlie a little bit.
For sure.
Maybe some of Sector 7 and some John Cena. Oh wait, no, we can't see him.
Oh my god! No.
Oh, we're gonna have 2 origin films about Bumblebee and why John Cena is invisible in the other 5 films. It all makes sense now.
Here comes the jokes again. That's all I can say.
Anyway, I feel like we're going to see something. I want to see a robot design. I really want to see what Bumblebee is actually going to look like, and if ILM is doing this movie, because if they do, I'm pretty sure they're going to make it look beautiful. I want to see Starscream. I want to see Barricade. I really want to.
Oh, speaking of Bumblebee's design, like, should we mention on the Transformers forums, there's a guy, Silver Optimus. He's the editor for the website. He's seen the design, and he's been trying to explain the design, the best of his abilities, without showing any visuals. And pretty much for Bumblebee's design, his best way to describe it is that think of Bumblebee's movie face as usual, but the Volkswagen pieces. But then think of like War for Cybertron Bumblebee mixed with the Transformers Universe concept art Bumblebee. Put those together, and this is apparently what you have is this new movie design.
I do not know how to feel about that.
Like, apparently, he is a more rounder boy.
The universe design from the game?
Yeah, from the game, the concept art of the universe, Transformers Universe Prime games.
I can kind of see it.
So he explained it like it's it is movieverse design.
So I think I get you. Sorry, I didn't mean to
go ahead.
I think what he's getting. I can't talk. I think I get what he's trying to say. Imagine like the roundness of the Fall of Cybertron game with like the bulkiness of the universe design, and then also kind of have like Iron Man sort of rocket sort of things in his arms.
He has he mentioned that he has the same kind of rocket weapons in Age of Extinction, but it is going to work more like Iron Man's rocket weapons, where it's kind of like it pops out of the wrist. But yeah, I guess a good way to look at it. If you've all seen the images of the cover of Transformers Bumblebee, the comic book coming out.
He has a very Generation 1 looking face.
Yeah, that's obviously I don't know why that's the case. I guess we'll obviously see why in the comic. But those silhouettes you see in the comic, that's kind of the idea of what you're going to see from Bumblebee. Also, it's now that Barricade's possibly confirmed in this movie, maybe the one on the right is Barricade. Maybe it has a sharp face, just like the original movie design.
I really feel like he's going to be the more jagged one.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's here's the thing that brings another good point. Because people are now more familiar with the Last Night Barricade. Let's say you put Barricade in this movie. Do you go the route of ignore what's previously established and just give them the Last Night look, or do you go bring in the classic movie 1 look?
That's. I feel like they'd go the movie 1 look, but like in a.
I hope so.
In like the older car shell.
Because and then let's say let's say it is a reboot. They can totally just do the Last Night design, and they'll just be like, "Hey, there's Barricade."
Yeah.
Like,
sorry,
who knows?
That part just kind of got me fired up because I can't stand when I tell people like cold hard facts and they're still like, "Oh no, we don't believe it."
How dare you?
How dare you have an opinion? People. How dare you have opinions?
No. It's not an opinion.
Parasites.
That's honestly ignoring cold hard fact provided by a Hasbro CEO who has literally been pretty straightforward with us as a franchise.
Well, can I tell you what? A bunch of some people who worked on the movie and the Hasbro CEO told us a lot of stuff about the Last Night. None of that happened.
Well, you can blame.
That's hold on. Yeah, that's all about Leo Bonavent. Dingo. Don't push it on the whole company. Just blame that man.
Well, he said a lot of shit. Like we were going to see a scene with Optimus and Megatron on Cybertron in a gladiatorial arena, and Orion Pax, and fucking. God damn it.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's just I've been kind of salty at Hasbro recently. Mostly TF control quality issues. But let's continue.
Okay. Overall, we will hopefully get our answers, or at least some answers, this Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think that's all we really need to talk. Is there anything else you guys want to mention from Bumblebee before we move on to our other main topic?
Obviously, I feel like we're gonna see Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure we might see a little snippet of Decepticons because like every teaser we do see some sort of villain.
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I don't know if I kind of want a teaser of just like. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a little bit of that clip that they showed at the CinemaCon where she finds Bumblebee and he's like, "Oh wow, you look just like a Bumblebee. I'll call you that." I mean,
kind of like how there's gonna be this scene where he's in a garage and he kind of huddles up in a corner, scared. Like that's gonna be kind of funny to see. Just a giant hulking robot like that.
I'm actually see like unlike you, Michael. I have a lot more hype for this movie, but only because I'm hyped to see a Transformers movie through someone else's eyes for once. That's not Michael Bay. And also I love Kubo, so this guy hopefully makes it good. Oh, I'm so excited for a good movie. I hope.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be honest, what I'm expecting to see in this teaser trailer or just teaser, I'm gonna be honest here. They're probably gonna show a good fair amount of Transformers because, like, a lot of people keep on getting worried about a bunch of teasers for a lot of Transformers movies where it's all like, oh, I hope they show Transformers, and yet in every teaser we got for a Transformers movie ever since Dark of the Moon, there is usually a lot of Transformer scenes, even in teasers. So I wouldn't be too worried about that.
That reminds me, like
the only thing I really want to see is just I want to see what some transformations are going to look like. I want to see the characters. I don't want it to be like every Transformers teaser trailer, but I just want to know what I'm getting myself into first. Even if you don't give me the full-on story right on hand, like just no.
Speaking of like trailers and stuff, once we hit that late November, early December, here's my thing. I'm gonna do. I'll watch teaser 1, trailer 1, trailer 2, but no TV spots. That ruined the Last Night for me. I'm done. Like I'm not. If we're talking about TV spots and things like TFTCs, I ain't gonna be a part of it. Hopefully you got a new laptop by then, Michael, because I'm done. Like one of the best things I did for myself was not see a single TV spot for Avengers, and that made the movie even like more perfect than it was already. Like I'm out. No more.
I feel like I'm still gonna watch TV spots just because I like seeing new things, and honestly, with the way they've been doing trailers and TV spots recently, and I do mean like from 2017 to now, reuse a bunch of already existing footage, add some new stuff in every now and then.
But I
don't mind that. As long as it
I
doesn't give
can't.
too much away, like a major character death or something.
You mean like last night?
Yeah, I mean the last night.
Because last night, like it
fucking
was new one or two,
and then
yeah, you have one or two new scenes for like a TV spot. That's all right, but when you like literally when you release 30 to 40 TV spots with new footage for each one, you're killing me. You're practically giving me like 30 minutes of footage I've seen now, and then also and then like the 2.5 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah, and they spoiled a lot of stuff for the movie too.
And also some of the surprise factors, like that junk truck. We thought.
Yeah, see, I would enjoyed that, but I didn't see it. God damn.
I mean, I kind of regret sharing it on Instagram, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit, this guy is actually the Transformer.
Oh, that's because like I know that means for sure. Like I'm gonna have to like for that few months, Michael. I'm gonna probably unfollow you on Instagram and like Facebook.
Don't worry about it. Like I said,
I don't know, man. You get hyped when Transformers start getting near. You get hella hyped. So I'm gonna.
Well, I'm just gonna say this right now.
My own opinion, I might have to unfollow you.
I'm just gonna say this. You won't have to. I don't give a shit about this movie. I don't care.
I honestly, I know you for 10 years. Once Tuesday rolls around, I feel your opinion's gonna change.
I
think the hype's gonna get to you once you see footage, and I've seen. We've gone through 3 movies together. I have a feeling.
Wow, this portion of TFTC is just about ragging on Michael now. Jesus.
Comments.
I'm just saying.
Here, honestly.
I'm just saying.
No, but okay. So I did this on Instagram. So I'm gonna do it here now. A lot of people know that I am not fond of this character, and a large majority of people are probably going to be like, "Oh, well, I mean, you like Optimus Prime and you like Megatron, and they're just as equally popular." No. Shut your fucking mouth and listen a sec, okay? I don't care for Bumblebee that much because, yes, while he is a kind of interesting character, he can be entertaining. He can be a badass. He has become Hasbro's little yellow prostitute. I hate the fact that this guy has officially become the face of the Transformers franchise. He has gotten his own fucking things 3 times in a row. Predacons Rising. A lot of people can fight me on that, but you can also bite me. He was practically the leader in that whole fucking movie while Optimus and Wheeljack were off on a interstellar adventure looking for the All-Star.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have problems here, but continue.
The fuck you mean we're gonna have problems? You wanna fight?
I'll fucking fight you. Bumblebee was like barely.
I'll Dukes. I'll go Bruce Lee on your ass. Actually, no. I'll go Chuck Norris on your ass. You can't beat Chuck Norris. You fucked, buddy.
Bruce Lee train Chuck Norris.
Well, shit. You know what? I'll go Bruce Norris on
No, but Bumblebee had a lot of scenes. But Bumblebee was never the leader.
Technically, he was. He did lead the Autobots and the Predacons against Unicron. He technically was the leader. Because Optimus was absent, and that led Bumblebee to being the next in charge, apparently. Well, actually, no. Technically, it was Ultra Magnus, but then he...
It would have been Magnus, but he got knocked the heck out, though.
Yeah, he got his ass fucked out. Like, I mean, dude. Shit. I mean, bye, Michael Ironside. Too bad.
While we're back onto that, I just want to say, like, after years... So I feel like the whole team Prime was a bunch of assholes for like Ultra Magnus had a limp arm, and they didn't give them the time to him to dip his hand in that like the cyber matter.
They kind of dicked him over. Yeah.
Oh, Bumblebee gets his voice back, and I can see right now Ultra Magnus like what cyber matter that can fix his box.
Oh wait, no,
my hand is fixed
because wasn't he? Yeah, he was still trapped in that area in the Nemesis where Soundwave trapped him.
But I'm pretty sure, like, they flew the entire, like, cyber matter from Earth to Cybertron. I'm pretty sure there's one time it was like...
Yeah, and then also, Magnus was there, too. Yeah, they did really...
Yeah, so I bet I can see right now, like, oh, sweet, I can dip my hand in this. Oh, we already poured it all in the Cybertron, man.
We already used it.
Oh,
you fucking assholes.
Man. It's permanent now.
Okay.
Anyway, what I was... Oh, yeah, and then he got his own series in... He literally got his own series in Transformers R.I.D. 2015. There's no denying that.
I
He
deny it
practically
because
became the
that-
role of
you're-
Optimus Prime.
I
What?
choose to deny it because you you want. I choose to deny it. That's what you
Hey
should
man,
do.
I'm giving you cold hard facts. You want to fight?
I choose to deny the
I
obvious.
personally
Okay?
believe Fix-It is actually the main character of the RID. Here's my reasons why.
It's all about fix it.
Anyway,
Actually, it was about Grimlock.
Oh yeah, yes,
what
yes.
was it? And now
yes.
Cyberverse, he's getting his own fucking series, but not because
I mean-
he's the leader, just because this time, he lost his memory. Okay.
He's like a brand new character. I can understand Cyberverse. Now that you mentioned how RID to Cyberverse, I can understand that one. Getting two
I
series of
kind of can,
Bumblebee.
but that doesn't mean I have to like it. I mean,
I mean,
okay, I want to express this real quick. I respect Hasbro and I accept Hasbro in making their decisions on what they do. I'm not one of those people, one of those fans in the majority to gripe and complain about every fucking thing that this franchise does. A large majority of what this franchise does, I love. Like all the toys. And a lot of you out there are bitching and moaning about Predaking. Oh, he has the combiner parts on his back on Headstrong and fucking Tantrum, and it looks horrible. It looks like they have two black inhalers on their backs. Fucking no. Oh, this figure is horrible because it sacrifices something from it. Sacrifices have to be made. Shut the fuck up. Stop griping. I'm tired of Bumblebee. I'm tired of him. I love him and I hate him because, again, he can be a cool character. He can be entertaining. He can be a badass. He had his moments in the movie universe. He was pretty cool in Transformers Prime. Robots in Disguise kind of ruined him for me. I'm not going to lie. But, the Fall of Cybertron, or the Cybertron games in general, he was fucking awesome until he all of a sudden couldn't be voiced by Ichigo / what was it, third season Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin.
My boy Johnny Young Bosch.
Woo!
My
Fucking
boy.
pissed off about that. He could have... Oh, man.
I would have. That would have made that shit a little bit better for me because you all know, like, at least Michael does. Like, I'm not a fan of Will Friedle, so I would have loved that.
Will Friedle,
I would have.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm okay with it now,
just...
but when it first was announced, wasn't a fan. I'm okay with it now. It's growing on me, but it's only taken about 3 years. So I guess.
But now
I'm not happy about it.
has just officially made Bumblebee like the most iconic Transformer. And I don't like it. That spotlight should be for Optimus, but at the same time, people even get tired of Optimus. Like, there's now this tier, pretty much. Like, there's three main popular characters that everyone remembers. Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Bumblebee. Maybe Starscream. Who knows? Maybe how many people out there, like, of old time remember Starscream. I mean, unfortunately, my dad he can't tell one Transformer from another other than Optimus, Megatron, and Bumblebee. And then, I have my mom, who's actually pretty... she knows what I'm talking about. She knows the
Probably doesn't know Kill Bison though. Not a true fan.
No, if she saw Kill Bison, she'd probably get upset because he does the middle finger when he transforms.
Not a true fan then.
No, not a true fan, but she likes Bumblebee because of fucking course she does. Not trying to throw shade at my mother, but at the same time, fucking Christ. Anyway,
You heard it here, folks.
Well, you can't for general audiences you can't they like Bumblebee because you can relate to him. He's
and not only that,
he's a nice guy.
Every time someone sees a yellow Transformer, perfect example for this. Remember Canopy? Remember how every fucking person who saw the first trailer, everyone thought that was Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yes.
Not fans, general random
No,
general
some fans
people.
do. Honestly, some fans. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the forums. It's stupid.
Oh, God, that's bad. Yeah, a lot of people thought that was Bumblebee.
Really?
I felt bad for them.
Well, it's a yellow guy and he has big eyes, and that's usually reserved for Bumblebee.
I can't be surprised about that because I remember when I was in school one day during Revenge of the Fallen, people thought now you see Mudflap rolling to Devastator. People thought that was Optimus Prime, and I still people thought that was Optimus Prime, and I never understood how.
What?
Because people class thought that was Optimus rolling, but that was Mudflap.
Why the fuck does Optimus look like some ghetto ass gangster who transforms
I
into a fucking
don't know.
Well, I mean, once again, this is at that point was just two movies, and also the big problem with the movies at that point was it's a bunch of metal clunked together. So I'm pretty sure a person that's seen the movie probably once was watching trailer for 2 and be like, yeah, I guess that's Optimus. It is a warm color.
Look,
I agree.
I can get it for like people who have just honestly genuinely or generally watched these movies like once or twice, or just saw an episode of a cartoon and just like saw a yellow guy. Like, I mean, that kind of that kind of misconception can happen with like Sunstreaker. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest here. This was when I was young. This is when I didn't know about G1. I remember calling Sunstreaker Bumblebee.
Not your fan.
I had no idea who he was. I just had no idea who he was. He was a yellow guy with horns, and I just assumed, okay, this is Bumblebee.
Hashtag fake fan.
So it's like, Cyborg, you might as well turn this episode title into Michael Gets Roasted, or TFA Gets Roasted.
Sounds good to me.
Timestamp in the description.
Yeah, timestamp. All right, sorry.
No, honestly, don't do that.
No.
But like, Spooky, don't you do it either. I know you're a channel.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. That'd be messed up. I'm not gonna do it.
Good, because I know that prank about what happened.
Hey,
you know what you did. You know what you did.
All right, just continue.
Hey.
We'll go off topic.
Hey,
But I'm sick and tired of.
is it Jackass o'clock already?
But just fuck. Just step down, dude. Let someone else have the spotlight.
Give it the hot shot.
Give it back to Cheetor.
This is a legit question that I have, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on this. But like, do we know? Well, yeah. Do we know more about Prime than Bumblebee, or am I wrong? Out of curiosity, how do we hear more
Like
about
as
Prime?
characters?
As characters, we know a lot more about Optimus.
Yeah, we know a lot more of Optimus because Bumblebee it's kind of just this kid-friendly character, but
because I was thinking about it, and I was thinking like, we don't know much about B. Granted, when we see B, they don't show us anything more about him. I think it'd be nice if we learn more about B.
See, that's another issue I have, because it's like they're just showing it because he's a kid's character. Kids like him. He's like one of the most memorable of that age length, and it's like, okay, instead of just making Bumblebee just the character or the spotlight, how about giving us some more information on him other than he's an adventurous Autobot who's loyal to Optimus? Give us more than that.
For this movie, it would be nice to have for this to be an excuse to learn about him, if that were to be the case.
That's fair. I mean,
honestly, I know Bumblebee probably isn't going to speak in this movie, but I kind of hope he does.
If he does, let's not make it the guy who did it last night.
No, please, Mark Ryan. He had a good voice.
Mark Ryan or someone, anyone that's okay. Like anyone that's not a guy who just got it probably because he works for sound design for Transformers movies.
I want Mark Ryan back. I like Mark Ryan's Bumblebee.
Is it wrong? I can see Mark Ryan's voice, even at least my opinion, working more since this is like an '80s design B. Like, I don't know. To me, I get more of an older feel for some reason. I think Mark Ryan will work more. That's just what I get from it.
I feel like, because he did get a lot of roles throughout the whole movieverse. Like he got Bumblebee in the first movie. He got Jetfire in the second movie. Did he voice anyone?
He got Lockdown.
Yeah, Lockdown and Age. What was he? Oh, he didn't.
Did he get anyone in the third movie though?
Not in the third movie.
I honestly can't remember if he got anyone in the third movie.
I don't think so.
He did.
I don't think so.
Wait, yeah, Lockdown, fourth movie, and then technically he got a shit ton of voices in TLK. He had what's his fucking name? Lieutenant, the Hurricane Autobot that transformed into that biplane. I got him, boy. Oh shit. I'm dead. He voiced Bulldog, and I think he voiced someone else, but I can't remember. Maybe that was it. Is that it?
Yeah, I think it was just the old Transformers. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he's gotten a lot of roles. I wouldn't be surprised if he was quote unquote red.
He did play Bumblebee for all of the Revenge of the Fallen game voiceovers.
Yeah, and again, it's possible that he could voice Bumblebee in this because this is a prequel, and technically the second voice didn't happen until the fifth movie. So if they want to go by that logic, yeah, they need to get Bumblebee voiced by Mark Ryan.
I mean, I personally think they're probably gonna to play off all the '80s songs and nostalgia. He's gonna be using that radio a lot.
I feel like they're gonna do an "I can't touch this" thing again, and I'm gonna get sick of it because this is the third time.
There's a whole list of 80s songs they never used they can use for this movie.
Maybe Charlie tries to like open Bumblebee's door or something, and radio turns on. Can't touch this.
I'm curious how I wonder when we see the scene, because the scene in the movie apparently where Bumblebee's face turns into a legit Bumblebee.
What?
Yeah. Do you not remember that in the description for the CinemaCon?
His face actually turns into an actual Bumblebee.
Yeah, he as a joke, he turns his face into a Bumblebee
because he's trying to tell Charlie his name.
Okay.
Ugh.
I don't know about that. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea, because in the CinemaCon she's like, "Oh, you look like a Bumblebee. I'm gonna call you Bumblebee."
That's gonna scare some children. If it just morphs.
I'm curious. So does his face turn to a Bumblebee's face, or does his face turn into an entire Bumblebee?
Or does he just make his? Or does he just make his optics like giant compound eyes?
That's creepy too.
Why do I just?
That's what I'm saying. This thing's gonna scare children.
I just get this mental image of Bumblebee just transforming his face into a realistic Bumblebee, and that's
I'm thinking about that too.
Oh, that's gonna be creepy.
I hope. I was expecting more like a Buzz. Hey, you said Buzz. That's a Bumblebee or something. I don't know.
Maybe it won't morph. Maybe he'll just do a buzzing sound and be like, "Oh, your name's Bee," and then he just shakes.
Because I know CinemaCon does it did say she notices eclipse and whistles and bees. But there is for sure. I read the description. There's also a part where he turns his face into a Bumblebee.
Oh my god!
That's gonna be fucking freaky.
You can go back to the article and read that, because that's high side.
Oh, that's just gonna be fucking freaky.
Is it bad that I'm excited to see that, just to see my family's or a lot of people's reactions to it?
Is it bad I don't want to see this movie? Because I'm kind of going to be forced to see this movie.
By who?
My fucking mother.
Oh.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I don't like this.
Wait. Oh my god, wait. He probably... This is a guess. You think he would even have the face mask in the movie?
That's a good question.
That looks kind of like a bee.
I thought he technically did.
I'm thinking, if he does have it in this one, maybe that could be, hey, he changes into a... I don't know, I'm just guessing if that could be a way for him to explain that he's Bumblebee. I'm just guessing here.
That's true. I mean, his foul mask does...
I feel like it will. I feel like he will. That's been a classic trope of his that he's had through all of
Was it do you guys remember the old concept art for movie 1? For Bumblebee for the first movie, and one of his battle masks was a Bumblebee's face.
Oh,
wait, what?
Was that the one before they had the bodies down? That concept art?
Yeah. The concept art, it was the very early concept art for all the Autobot team, and one of Bumblebee's battle masks, or I think it was just one of his faces, was just it was straight up a bee's face.
Oh,
and these long black streaks coming out of the eyes, and it looked really cool.
I think I saw that one a while back.
It'd be hard to find it again, but it's because it's an old image. But yeah, that was so. Maybe that might be an idea.
I'm already on Google. I'm already on Google trying to look at it.
Yeah, try to find it.
When you tell Michael anything related to Transformers, it's still God, I got Google ready for it.
No, that's not always the case. Sometimes you just do it out of sheer curiosity. Someone made fucking Mudflap a digi art of him as Mudflap. Why? I mean, that's fitting, but why? Let me see if I can find it.
So while he's looking that up, and continue on the
happy hunting for 20 hours
podcast. So overall, movie's coming out soon. Can't wait for more controversy, because there's going to be more.
Yeah, I'm still going to say it's a reboot, and it's not a fucking reboot. Oh, Christ! Oh, my God!
Find it?
You found it already?
What the fuck is this?
Please send this image to me. I want to see it.
That's fucking creepy.
You find it? I hope so.
Yeah, it has a giant compound eyes with the antenna sticking out. What the fuck is this?
You probably found it. Yay.
Oh, wait, have you guys seen the weird designs for Optimus's face from the same?
Oh yeah, the weird one that looks like a moose.
Oh, funny enough, this is Transformers Wiki Twitter.
Oh really? Nice.
That's amazing.
Do you think they'll bring in the actual stingers from concept art?
Do what?
The concept art, like the famously known concept art for the stingers he was going to have?
Maybe.
I mean, if he uses them once, he's dead, so I guess he wouldn't want to use them.
Let me go ahead and.
I can't find it. I don't know.
So people can.
Yeah, because like I kind of want.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna send an image because you'd practically show our chat if you did that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
okay.
There's fucking that. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's so weird.
But.
I mean, it's weird, but it's weirdly fitting. The face is just weird. Like, the actual robot face, not the mask. The mask is actually really fitting. Though I wouldn't call that Bumblebee. I call that Yellow Jacket.
Where is this image? I can't find it.
I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it in, Captain. Well, this is actually... from what I'm looking at the previous ones here, this may not be what I'm talking about on here.
Are you sure? Because you said it had like the long black things.
Oh yeah, that's it. There's just a lot of them. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there was it was the second image that I clicked.
Yeah,
it's like 2 per image. This thing is fucking weird. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's
screen sharing.
Weird.
Screen sharing.
Oh, Christ. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
That's the.
Yeah, Bumblebee's gonna visit my dream.
What the fuck is
that? Oh god.
So yeah, this is what I was talking about. It looks like a Bumblebee.
Like Black Arachnia had a battle mask. I made her look like a spider.
Though the non-battle mask version kind of looks like he looks like a some kind of simian, some kind of chimp. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
Okay, I'm probably gonna get a lot of shade for this. That actually reminds me a lot of Beast Wars Transmutate.
Oh, it does. It's very like morphed. It's very like it's shaped like it's curvy and slick.
It's very
animalistic. It's very like it's very primitive. Like it looks like he's transforms into some kind of like weird Homo sapien.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The battle mask itself isn't bad, but that face
it's fucking haunting. And I probably only.
Yeah, I actually like the battle mask. Like,
I mean, okay, it's cool, but again, it's just really haunting to me. And then again, I probably say that because I hate, I have a fear of bees. Bees, wasps, and hornets. I fucking hate them.
No, the actual, like, the battle mask I like. It's just that face is, ugh.
And just for funsies, this was also, like, possible. Like, it looks like a cat.
That would have been
fuck?
Kind of cool.
What the fuck? Like, the cat thing bothers me. It's a cat.
Oh. So basically...
What the fuck?
wait a minute. So basically, this would be Black Panther before Black Panther.
Oh yeah, this is Yellow Panther.
What the fuck is this?
That was another concept head designing.
It's a Yellow Panther.
Yellow Panther.
Oh, I don't think the guy has it. Does he have
it? You can feel free to send that one.
I don't like that one. That's weird. I'm gonna send something to the group chat and see if it goes through.
I am really wondering, like, what the original movie, like, what the 2007 movie cast was thinking.
Weird.
What
I'm curious to see what the movie holds. Again, I'm not hyped about it. I'm not crazy about it at all. But again, I'm gonna have to go see it because my mom wants to go see it, and I want to make her happy.
What is that thing?
That's the one I found.
It looks like C-3PO and Wally face fucked.
Okay. Imagine the original 2007 movie, but with that.
Also,
I'm not saying this, but I'm guessing it's the moose.
Wait, what?
Is it Optimus Prime's moose face?
No, it's Bumblebee.
No, it's Bumblebee.
Oh, it's Bumblebee? Okay, I thought you were talking about Optimus Prime's moose face.
I'll try and save.
I'm gonna try to send the moose one. I think I found the moose one.
This is terrible.
Like that. I was like, "There's no way that whoever drew that was just doing it because he's being paid to make concept art. Because there's no way he would actually.
This isn't a link. It's an official. It's just the image. So I mean, if none of our chat is really showing, you can show it. But
all right.
I don't know.
Oh, he looks like what the heck? He looks like a Bionicle.
Oh shit, he does.
Won't show the picture.
Bionicle.
You don't show the link. Try and get the picture.
Oh.
This should be fine. I'll share it.
That was. Imagine to do.
Like,
just imagine.
Yeah, he looks like a Bionicle without the mask, or maybe he's one of the Bionicle masks. I don't know. He looks like very Bionicle.
looks like Matt Newey.
Like he looked like to me, because like for me, the pinnacle Transformer that looks like a Bionicle goes to the Fallen, who straight up looks like one. But this is very close.
I think I sent the link to the Moose Optimus. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. For some reason, I can't send the picture, but I sent the link.
Why is it
to
called a Moose Optimus?
Look at it.
I gave it that name. I mean, it deserves the name Moose, but it looks.
What the fuck is this?
Imagine the 2007 Transformers movie, but with these designs.
Listen, okay, I don't have anything against the concept artists. They all came with some weird shit. Someone said, "Yo, God damn it, why do you do this to me?" Turn to be one of them there rednecks here. Anyway, before we go on to our next and final topic, I want to apologize to people in the comments who I kind of like snapped at. Again, it's just a minor pet peeve of mine whenever I tell someone something and they don't believe me. That is, my parents do that to me all the time. I do that sometimes with people among the community. I'm not crazy about it. It is honestly one of my pet peeves and will piss me off. So if I snapped at you, I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional, but it happens to me almost every fucking day. So, sorry. You guys hear me?
I'm gonna sue you.
Yes.
Okay, making sure. Everyone went quiet, and I was assuming, did my audio go out?
Oh, you were speaking.
Yeah, so anyway, our final topic, because we pretty much talked about everything else, unless there is more to talk about, which I don't think, but...
I don't think so. I think we've hit everything.
Yeah. I think this is pretty much everything that we have, and we're not even past the 2-hour mark yet. Holy shit.
Wait, what does that mean? Because, like, I feel like we should be targeting for, like, an hour and a half sessions here.
I don't think that's possible, Cyborg.
Well, I mean, now, obviously now, because we've killed so much time and we've, talked about stuff for, like,
listen, it's not every...
long as we should have.
Every day I get to rant about Bumblebee, okay? I'm just saying that right now. And I'm not going to make a separate video on it because then I'll appear like an asshole. At least I can appear like an asshole in a group.
Fair.
There's a difference. But anyway. Excuse me. Okay, someone's saying we streamed for 3 hours, but on my side it's saying we streamed for 1 hour or 59.
Yeah, it says that for me too.
Seeing it now, like it does. Yeah, we've now been streaming for 3 hours. Like we're almost close to 7 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, we're at the 2:40 mark here.
Well then, YouTube is lying to me. How dare you?
YouTube lies to all of us. Don't worry.
Anyway, so yeah, final topic, and this is something I want everyone to kind of share their thoughts on because even though I snapped at you a few times earlier, I'm sorry. This is a topic I feel like a large majority of us have always asked in our heads. Does Transformers, how did I word it again?
Does the Transformers franchise fit in the superhero genre?
Yeah, does the Transformers franchise fit in the superhero genre? Because honestly, when you think about it, the Transformers franchise is essentially kind of superhero-esque with your good guys, your bad guys, your even badder guys, and your even gooder guys. And they all have the main goal to either protect the planet or destroy the planet or universe or whatever. You know, you have a Galactus / Thanos-like character like Unicron. You have legendary characters or, obviously overpowered characters or Mary Sue's. It's nothing that hasn't really been different. Superheroes don't always have to have powers. They can just be people with significant abilities. Like, not even genetically altered or anything. And honestly, this is a question that's been percolating in my mind because the more I think about it, I think it fits. I honestly think the Transformers are practically a superhero, thing. They're not official superheroes, but like they fit because a large majority of the similarities between this franchise and like Marvel and DC and other comics and animes and cartoons and such. I personally think it works. Granted, a large majority of me is probably not going to agree. That's fine. You have your opinions, but that's just my opinion. Cyborg, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
This is very hard. So, does Transformers fit in the superhero genre? Sorta, yeah. I can see you made good points. It's kind of hard to define the superhero genre. Like I guess the superhero genre is a bunch of regular people or people that look like regular people that have extraordinary abilities, or maybe not even extraordinary abilities, just like people that are dressing in costumes in a fictional world to fight against fictional characters. It's really hard to describe the superhero genre because it could be fictional, but it also just could be in a non-fictional world, kind of like Batman. Batman is in a world that's more in a non-fiction world than it is fictional. But it's all about masked heroes and masked villains. Transformers is technically in that genre. It's just it's hard to connect it with other ones because it's different. Like there's no really masked human heroes. It's all Cybertronian characters. They're all robots. But there are some robots that even have special abilities compared to other Cybertronians. So I think yes, it fits in the genre. It's just it's very
it's its own thing.
It's slimly cutting the line for yes, but it's enough to be its own genre as well.
Yeah, I agree. Spooky, what do you think?
I mean, what I would think, comparing as superhero as in with the DC Marvel thing, I want to say no, but going off of how superhero is, I guess as a term, I would say the superheroes, but of their own world. That's how I would compare it. But other than that, I wouldn't really flat out say they're superheroes. Really, that's just kind of how I just divide on their own world. I can understand that because they all have different abilities, and that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the fact how this is a robotic race kind of thing. I kind of make superheroes as in they gotta be human or human-esque, kind of. If you get what I mean. That's how
I totally agree. Yeah.
Granted, but at the same time, the Transformers do kind of express that sort of humanism every now and then. They feel pain.
Yeah, but
they show emotion.
I mean, you look kind of like a human. I mean, closer to human looking. Hey, I'm a guy that looks human. Of course, I'm an alien from a different planet. I look human enough, kind of thing, like Superman. That's how you have to look human for me.
I kind of agree because now I think about it, so superhero movies so the whole thing about superhero movies is that these are these people that either are human or look human, and they're in a world where there's more normal people than there are superheroes. Transformers is different because these are a whole different it's a whole different look, design, race interacting with humans. In superheroes, it's humans conflicting with other humans. Well, Transformers, it's all humans conflicting against two other robots. I can see where it could are they superhero films? I wouldn't say so, but does it fit in the genre? Like I said earlier, just barely. Very thin line, barely yes. But I wouldn't call them superhero movies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Difference from genre and a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm not asking if the Transformers movies, feel like they are superhero movies. I'm just asking, just as a Transformers franchise as a whole, do you guys feel like they could fit?
I already said my opinion, barely. Okay. But it's but you can totally defend it as it can't be just as well. It's really hard because I think about for instance IDW a while ago did Transformers / Avengers, and they just seem so different. There's no really there's tiny similarities, but there's more there's more cons than there are pros to these to similarities in this. It's only because heroes can connect more to humans than Transformers can, obviously.
Right. Then I guess Transformers Productions. What about you? What do you think?
I think it has the concept of superheroes, but if I'm gonna be honest here, it doesn't really fit. I mean, yes, there are good guys and bad guys, and yes, some Transformers have specific abilities like Pretenders, Triple Changers. But here's the thing: the super, it has the concept of superheroes, like the good guys, bad guys, different abilities, and all that. But with IDW though, it's like IDW kind of contradicted this, but there's still a lot of difference to like superheroes and Transformers overall too. Even if you take away this concept, overall, the main theme of Transformers, it's not just like one Transformer going against bad guys. No, it's about war. No, it's two warring factions against each other. You know, in a lot of superhero movies, like there are bad guys, but is it really a war? No, it's just somebody trying to take over the world with like a small army. But yeah, like the Decepticons
But also
trying
in
to
that
take over
same,
the
but also in that same sort of concept, you know, Megatron does a similar thing. You know, he tries
Yeah,
to
but
have
here's
his
the
army
thing.
take over Cybertron.
Yeah, but he actually has like a faction, you know. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Thanos has an army, but it's not a full-on out faction. Like,
Gotcha.
you know, like Megatron made a faction out of it, and like he conquers other planets. Yes, that can be assorted in the superhero genre, but it's, especially on Cybertron, it's more like a war type situation.
Right.
You know, like in a lot of superhero movies, like in Marvel, yes, bad guys can team up, but not a lot of bad guys are like really together. You know, a lot of times bad guys even go against each other. And yes, Transformers has that too, with like Starscream and all that going against each other. But I guess Transformers has that more. Transformers is war. It has the war concept tied into it. It's not. It's more or less about a war, and especially on Earth, it's about the Autobots trying to save humans from their war.
Sup,
Yeah.
bros?
So see, here's I'm thinking about like this. Let's say you're watching a movie where it's Superman and a bunch of Kryptonians fighting a war against, let's say, Zod and a bunch of Kryptonians. Do you count that as a superhero movie? What? I would.
Superman is a superhero, so that does
Yeah,
make sense.
kinda. Actually, now you think about it.
Because like but
Because it's
the only
still the
difference
same
is
general
that
premise.
they're aliens and they have different abilities as normal humans. The only thing is that they look human, where Transformers are different, like shapes and sizes, all of them. But
Even though some of them do have humanistic aspects.
Exactly. But like if you put in Transformers but gave them human skin, pretty much like, do you count G.I. Joe as a superhero franchise?
No.
That's exactly what Transformers is.
Really?
It's like a faction of heroes, good people, humans, versus a faction of evil humans. That's exactly what Transformers is, but as robots. A whole different alien planet.
Well, Thanos.
I mean, you gotta admit though, that's kind of always been a question that's kind of been in the back of your mind at some point.
Yeah.
Right?
So I guess like the question is like, what makes the difference between G.I. Joe? If you don't think G.I. Joe's a superhero series, but if you say like, you do a series that, but the Superman, let's say a bunch of Supermans with a bunch of Zods, but you kind of count that as a superhero movie, what's the difference? Capes?
The difference is that Superman is like, it's all like my friends like Shockwave and Stockade Productions. Again, friends I have, they pointed this out too. Do the Transformers of course, they don't really have superpowers. The difference between a Transformer and a superhero is that, I know I'm going to get this argument, what about Daredevil and all that, but like I'm talking about like the main ones a lot of people know about. It's just Transformers have abilities, but really in their world, you know, on Cybertron, transforming, triple changers, all that is kind of common.
Yeah.
A superhero is where a being has abilities that no one else has.
Yeah.
Like if Bumblebee ever gained the ability to grow wings and do sonic buzz.
Well, like, see, like since Blur can go really fast, no other Transformer can do that I know of.
Wait, what?
Like Blur goes fast, no other Transformer can go fast that I know of, like, at least.
And if Blur became like a vigilante, then you can say that he himself is a superhero in his own world.
Yeah, that's what
Now
I'm
thinking
getting
like now,
at.
so I'm going back to my like for me like I feel like the Superman thing's a good like just example. So let's say you do a bunch of Supermans on Krypton where they don't have their powers because on Krypton. If I'm not a big guy on DC Comics, but I'm pretty sure like is it true like a Superman is when he's on Krypton there's no really big difference as
Yeah, he's basically just like
there's no really big
exactly.
difference.
So then if there's back Kryptonians on Krypton, do you count that still as a superhero movie or is it just a movie of war?
This is a really good topic to make your mind eat. Is that
my mind?
That's why I picked it
is
because it's like it really makes you think.
my brain hurts.
It's because like it's hard because Transformers is if anything Transformers kind of believes it belongs in its own genre, but it can totally kind of you can say yeah, but mostly
It
but
can
also
kind of
no.
mesh in between.
It's
the
hard.
two.
It is a very hard thing to say.
Like if like
and
you
also
have
in
like
a totally
Transformers movie that takes
different
place on
perspective,
Earth.
someone else could definitely think like, in my opinion, I think they could be they could be superheroes, but someone else is like, oh no, they couldn't be superheroes. So it's like,
but like since they're on Earth, to us they're like
who's a superhero that's a robot? That's just a plain robot in the like Marvel DC.
Technically Vision.
Does Doctor Doom count or does not
He's a supervillain.
He's a man.
Yeah,
he's a person in armor.
Okay.
Like Vision, for instance. I mean, the thing that people say, oh, Vision, he's a superhero. What makes a superhero? He fights for good. He wears if anything, like his design, very much like a hero. Also, he is human scale and design.
Oh,
I mean, I think that's all the cape. The cape kind of gives it away.
Mm-hmm. That's true too. That's true. But, let's say what happens if the Transformers were human sized? They change shape and stuff. They do whatever they can, but they're human sized. Does that also help the fact that they could be like humans? Because that's what Superman is. He's human sized. He's kind of human, but he's an alien. Transformers are human in design in a way as arms and legs and head and mouth and stuff. And let's say if you put them to the human scale, that is kind of like the exact same thing. They have a certain ability because they're alien, and they're fighting to save the planet. Like, it possibly scale could also change that. Like, do you count Godzilla as a superhero or an anti? He's like it's just the scale is too large. He's a force of nature.
Venom.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a force of nature. I don't really count him as a superhero.
I cannot say Godzilla's a super. Like, I'm a big Godzilla fan. I cannot say Godzilla is a superhero movie. Like it is a monster, who also fought a monster again. Did they do it for the justice of right of humanity? No, he did it because it's nature. But it's still like it is a story about good fighting evil. In a way, I'm kind of twisting that one a little bit. But you can go to let's say the 70s Godzilla movies where he is a hero technically, fighting the bad monsters, but I just feel like it's weird because once again it's scale. Like he's just it's too big. You don't see Godzilla shaking his hands to Superman because he can't. He's too big.
How about this? Do you think certain Transformers, certain Transformers characters, could be classified as superheroes? And I mean ones that have specific abilities, like Blur, for example.
Someone brought up Blur.
Fast.
Yeah, but in the world of Cybertron, if he did that for in vigilante reasons, in the world of Cybertron, I think someone could see Blur as whoa, that guy's super fast, like the blue Blur, oh man, a hero. I guess or and there's other characters in Transformers lore that have special abilities, like I think Windcharger has magnetic abilities or something like that, or
that's
they all kind of have their own sort of powers in a sense. Like Jazz, he has the power of light and sound manipulation. I mean, honestly, it's a laser light show.
And don't forget Skywarp, obviously, with the teleportation.
Yeah, Skywarp.
What's the difference between him and Nightcrawler? Nothing really, besides scale.
He's a robot.
He's a robot. True, that's a good point. Yeah. But when it comes to abilities, they have practically the same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
these are a lot of really good points.
Yeah. Actually, what I think is that I think Transformers. I'm gonna hold on to my original statement. It's all it has this superhero concept, but I think I think Transformers presents it in a different light.
I totally agree with
Transformers
you.
is like
I
its
agree with
own
that.
thing.
Like it's the way it's presented. It is more of a story of war than it is about superheroes. Because like superheroes is you never really talk about war for superheroes. Like it is about like smaller things, quote unquote. You know, like from
No, but you do talk about tragic moments.
oh yeah, for sure. And there are some times in Transformers lore where like it is like some bad characters doing a smaller thing and the good characters taking care of it. But overall, Transformers like overall story is about war, while other characters are more about learning to fit in with humanity or protecting humanity.
Yeah,
I agree. I do agree with that. Though I still I just think it's hard. I feel like Transformers is just it's so its own thing. It's hard to classify it to be part of superhero genre.
like I said, I think it's all entirely opinion. It's based on the person. If someone else out there, decides to envision Transformers as superheroes, there's no one really saying they can stop you. That's all a matter of choice.
I agree. I think
if you don't think it's superhero, that's fine. But I'm just saying there are a lot of similarities between the superhero genre, like tragic backstories, evolution of characters, special powers, and that of the Transformers franchise. Minus the fact they can turn to cars and trucks and all kinds of other things. Some characters do specifically have certain powers, like Windcharger and his magnetism, Blur and his super. All that sort of stuff. I mean, hold on a second.
Yeah. It has I guess it has a concept of superhero genre, but that's one thing I kind of like too about Transformers is that it kind of molded its own type of thing. Like it molded its own type of.
It did something that not many can do, or not many have tried to do. I mean, obviously, they had Marvel, they had DC back then, but when you look at Transformers, it can be both things. It just depends on the perspective of the person.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm kind of a mix. I think it could be a superhero friend, in the superhero genre, but it could also still be its own thing. Because it's like you have target masters, little mini guys can transform into guns, have their own special ability. You have headmasters, combiners,
power masters,
titans, giant robots that turn into giant cities.
There's kind of Titans.
There are a lot of things that can be very similar among the Transformers and the superhero franchise, superhero genre. I keep wanting to say franchise, but that's also kind of the same thing. And like I even mentioned before, you have your Galactus-esque character or Thanos-esque character like Unicron for Transformers,
or the Fall.
Or like Galvatron or the Fallen or something.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So honestly, I think people can just choose a perspective on what they think. I mean, there's no real wrong answer because who's to say? That's like saying you have Optimus Prime, and no joke. I mean, you guys can laugh at me if you want, but I say Optimus Prime is my hero because he stands for a lot of what I want to be. I want to be strong. I want to be courageous. I want to be determined, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, Optimus is my hero too. Like he's literally my childhood hero, and he still is.
But like, who's to say?
Well, him and Superman were mine.
He can't be kind of like your superhero, A hero can be a hero.
Yeah.
So
is it bad that General Grievous is my hero?
Here's a better question. What?
Sorry, go on. Go ahead.
No. What'd you say?
No, because everyone was saying they're heroes, and I'm like, is it bad that my childhood hero is General Grievous?
Nah. Maybe a bad guy.
Continue.
I'm pretty sure he kills people.
Yeah, what a great guy.
Okay, so I asked, would they fit in the superhero franchise or superhero genre? And I asked, do you think certain characters would fit in the genre? Take away the super part. Let's get rid of that. Just in general. Do you think Transformers have heroes and villains?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the people who stand for justice, all that crap. There's people who stand for tyranny, all that crap.
So rather, instead of saying would they fit in the superhero genre, would you say they would fit in the classic hero-villain genre?
Yes.
Because granted, I know it sounds stupid coming out of my mouth, but like, while this is a basic thing, and yeah, it is kind of established, there's a good faction, there's a bad faction, I'm pretty sure it's safe to agree, they're heroes and villains.
There are heroes and villains.
Or they're a defender. they're a threat or they're a hope.
Yeah.
So
True.
Yeah.
now, if Disney ever buys the right to Hasbro and they do a Avengers Transformers crossover and they somehow manage to fuck that up, there's
No, we don't touch that. No,
Wait,
no,
Power Rangers jump in.
Yeah,
Somebody-
that pretty garbage.
no,
And then
no,
Batman
no.
comes out
We
the
don't touch that.
Oh no, I'm
Although
just
it would
saying it that
cool
once
if
and
a
then never
symbiote
speaking of
used
it.
the Decepticon.
Wait, what?
I think it would be kind of cool though if a symbiote fused with a Decepticon.
Okay, we put it
yeah.
like that. I do
Okay, some
like
of the
that.
concepts
Like
would
that
actually-
one, like when
Some
they made
some of the
the
concepts now that I'm picturing it would actually be pretty cool.
Or like all
Well,
in
no,
one.
when they made the Avengers Transformers crossover toys and they had like the Venom Transformer.
They had like two
Oh,
versions
yeah,
of it. They had,
I
like, the
remember
chopper,
those.
They had like the muscle car, and the muscle
Yeah.
car was like so much better.
Hulk the tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wolverine, like the Hummer. Or no, wait. Yeah, he was a Hummer, and then also
Iron Man was a jet, obviously.
And a motorcycle.
and a car.
Spider-Man was like 5 vehicles because he can't stop making those toys.
Yeah.
I really kind of want Transformers crossovers to come back, but I feel like
I want a Deadpool Transformer.
Oh my
Oh, he can be a scooter.
oh my fucking he could. Oh, someone get a TLK Squeaks, customize him into Deadpool. Oh my fucking god,
Oh,
that
that'd
could
be
work.
great.
Aren't
I'm
Deadpool
a
and
little late
Whirl
to the
like
conversation.
the same
Did you
thing?
guys talk about
Sorta, yeah, and like
possibly
in craziness, yeah.
crossover?
The what?
Since Hasbro now has the rights to Power Rangers, can you imagine how cool that'd be to see a Power Rangers crossover? Possibly.
Yeah, it's just true. Like
That
it's,
would be really
I'm
cool.
I'm so curious about that because like Hasbro has the rights to make the toys for Power Rangers, but I wonder how much power Japan has or like Super Sentai has to be like, you can do this, but you can't do
I've never
this.
honestly cared.
No,
about
Hasbro has the total control over it. They bought it from
No, hold on. Well, do they though? Because like Power Rangers once again is just using footage from Super Sentai. Like what? Like I don't know if they can. I feel like Japan has more power to be like, hey, we're making this show, so you try. Good luck trying to mix this with Transformers because you're just using our footage.
I mean,
we did that with the Unicron trilogy series from like Armada to Cybertron.
That's true. All right. I would like that. I hope so. Like, I can see IDW making a Power Rangers Transformers crossover comic.
You know,
they can do that. They can do that.
For how they could do
I feel
that.
like they could totally do it.
Like, here's one of the ideas
What?
I had.
I am in total difference here about the Power Rangers and Transformers crossover. I don't think that will work at all, but
I thought of a way it could work, actually. Like, I had a bit of a fan fiction idea that came to me, like, really late one night. But in it, basically, the Machine Empire from Zeo teams up with the Decepticons, and it's revealed that Lord Zed's Zord Serpentera is actually a lost Titan.
I like that.
that is I like that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Be cool.
That'd be amazing.
Or
Yeah.
like, if we want to go into more obscure ideas like that, what if the Megazords were inspired by combiners?
That would be really awesome to see. I mean,
You're like
and I don't
Serpentera
mean,
and Tripticon combine and make a mega dinosaur
Yeah,
Titan.
like I'm not. Yeah, they got the design from Volcanicus, and I'm not talking about like have this already an established thing. I mean, like if they ever do a comic and they have the Transformers involved in it, and they start making that their own universe, kind of like what they're doing, like what they've already done with like ROM and GI Joe and Action Man and all that crap.
Yeah.
They could totally do that.
It's just it's a little harder for that because like if Power Rangers isn't his own thing, like it's once again it's borrowing a lot of stuff from Japan's like Super Sentai. It's they have the rights to make the toys and stuff. I don't know. I feel like it's a little harder to mix that franchise into this franchise because there's a lot more backup from other companies.
Yeah.
I mean, though I'm excited for Hasbro to make more Power Rangers toys because we all know how they can make a robot toy. So to make Zords from Hasbro,
yes,
it'd be pretty sick.
I'm hoping that the
Wait, Cyborg Raptor.
Yes.
Wait. So yeah, all right. I know like all the older Power Rangers shows were made from Super Sentai clips, but a lot of the newer shows, Super Sentai,
Super Sentai.
Super Senpai!
Super Sentai. No, but I don't know if you knew this, but this was especially evident in fucking Power Rangers Samurai. A lot of the new Power Ranger shows are American made now.
Well, yeah, a lot of the suits they borrow from the Sentai shows. I mean, they did like so far there hasn't been a Power Rangers show that's original besides like let's say Power Rangers the movie is obviously original to us only.
Actually, most of RPM, based on what I read, was filmed in the U.S.
So RPM, so are you saying RPM was never once like in Japan earlier?
No, it was shown in Japan, but most of what we saw from RPM was actually filmed and made for the U.S.
But I'm saying is like so RPM like they used the suits. They had like, hey, Sentai's like, hey, we made our show. Here's the suits. Use your show. There hasn't been a legit like Power Rangers show that we made ourselves, our own suits, our own villains.
Yeah, everything has honestly been from Super Sentai.
No, I mean, to be fair, that was the original '90s movie. So
well, yeah, but that's true.
That's a movie. Like,
that's based off Power Rangers is based off the original stuff. There hasn't been like an original besides the movies. There hasn't been an original show from Power Rangers.
I mean, that shows. Yeah, I can get that. I know,
like,
there's
for instance, the new one, Beast Morphers, is
strictly
based off
shows,
like
not movies, just strictly shows, because everything has been taken from.
I know that they've added some in the shows. They've added some new things that wasn't in the Sentai. I know they added
yeah, for sure. I agree. We obviously have a lot more creativity with our shows. I just feel like I still think there's obviously like there's still rights or things that they have control over for what Saban or I guess Hasbro can do. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe they're just like, here, use the suits, do whatever you want. But I feel like there's a little bit more like control or not like partnership between Sentai and Hasbro that they have to work together for.
I thought for a time. What?
Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick. I thought for a time the reason they couldn't change so much, I thought it was like a budget thing. Kind of when Disney had the Power Ranger rights. For like one of the Power Ranger shows, they filmed their own original Zord fight for one of them. So I thought it was a budget thing.
Also, Forever Red was strictly limited by the Disney acquisition.
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree with that. I agree with that. I remember because I've seen Forever Red. Because I don't watch much Power Rangers, but I have seen Forever Red, and that
Forever Red, fucking amazing.
But yeah, I can tell that that's not Sentai originally.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stock footage, but that's
no,
for sure. Like,
it was,
I did see a thing though.
I agree with that. That's fair. That's fair.
I think you liked it on Instagram. Wasn't it like a giant crossover, like the Beast Morpher, like Sentai, and then like all the other past Rangers again?
That would be cool since they kind of butchered the last one.
Oh, I was talking about
Power Ranger crossover.
Spooky, did you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Repeat that again. I know who you're talking to.
I said, didn't you like a thing on Instagram recently where it was like?
Oh yeah, because someone liked it where they had like a bunch of Rangers from I forgot the Sentai name. I watched it too. Yeah, they had a bunch of Rangers run through that one. People were wishing Hasbro. I wish Hasbro for their big. I forgot the big Ranger fights. I forget what they're called. The big battles. I wish the budget would be increased to get more Rangers or past Rangers into it instead of just getting a bunch of all these characters in suits.
Yeah, I would have just liked it if we just
anniversary fight is what it is. Anniversary. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a better anniversary, at least better than what Nicktoons did.
Because it's like in Super Megaforce, we got gypped.
Yeah, that was a big
like,
dip.
The actual Sentai Super Legendary Battle had like obviously a lot more Rangers because they had like 20 other shows before us.
Well, no, I'm not.
Didn't they also have like a Zord? There's a big Zord.
Oh, that's right. There was a big Zord one.
Yeah, there's like a giant Zord fight that also had like something fight a giant like I want to say spider creature, but I don't know if it's the right term for it. I don't know. It's just some
sort
of
like a
tripod,
but
had, like,
yeah, there was an awesome Megazord fight that happened like that too that we never got.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember I watched. Yeah, that's right. Well, that sucks. I love
that. Nice if we get a good anniversary one from Hasbro. Wherever it's gonna air. I don't know when where the Ranger show's gonna air, but yeah.
I don't even know if the movies that they promised are gonna continue on the last movie or if it's gonna start a whole new story.
I think they're gonna start a whole new one. I think like Power Ranger 2017 didn't make anything.
It didn't make
it didn't like. Yeah, they didn't barely cross over its budget, but not by much, just barely.
I think so. So how a movie becomes successful box office wise is that it makes more than double its budget, and I can tell you that it didn't do that.
Either.
Yeah,
I still see toys from that movie to this day at my Targets and Walmart.
Yeah, me too. I don't know like what's going on with that. It's I
Wait,
mean,
which
one
toys?
because no one's buying them. That's for sure.
The
But, like,
Power
why
Rangers
sell them? So?
toys. I mean, Toys R Us. You know, when it was going under, I went to one and the pegs were just packed with all the Legacy Edition figures that they had there from the movie, the Toys R Us exclusive wave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really, the only ones I couldn't find were the black one and the yellow one.
Speaking of like Power Ranger movie ones, like I was at one of my local stores and they were they had a bunch of the movie morphers, the ones that were never actually used in the movie. They had them on sale for $1. Like I think they're on. Weren't they originally on sale for like $15 or something like that?
Yeah, I think something around there.
Oh god, it's so sad because there was a lot of them because they're so loud and stupid, and also once again are not actually in the movie.
You talking about those stone morpher things?
Yeah, it's like a wind up stone morpher thing, and it was on sale for
I guess
$1.
you could say. I guess you wouldn't get technical. Because technically they were, but like you never saw them use them individually. I'm just being.
Oh really? I saw it once. I could have missed it.
If you look at their belts, you see the design in there, but like they never actually held. Yeah, it's on their belt or where the belt would be. Since they don't really have.
I guess they never actually morphed like the original recipe Power Rangers where they grab their put their hands together and be like it's morphing.
It was nice to see though. It was different.
Yeah,
I like how we're talking about Power Rangers on our Transformers podcast.
Well, I mean, the whole thing started because someone brought up the Transformers or Hasbro owning Power Rangers now, and honestly, I kind of wanted to get into it because. No, don't be sorry. You're fine. It was another small topic to talk about, and honestly, now that Hasbro does this, I kind of really hope to see Megazords with Transformers articulation. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, it'd be great.
TFTC guest starring their Power Rangers.
Speaking of Hasbro owning stuff, so Michael, you obviously know Silver Optimus, right?
Yeah, one of the most relied upon sources to.
Yeah, he was
on TFW.
There was one post he made that made me it made me raise an eyebrow. Like, does he know more than we do without he was secretly saying something? He says that he wants he sees the Hasbro Cinematic Universe where after Bumblebee they make G.I. Joe, they make Rom. He says that he says something about them all converging in Transformers 6. Like the fight Unicron.
Repeat that last part again because you cut out.
Like in the
converging.
So they all G.I. Joe, Rom, and the Transformers all converge in Transformers, not rebooted Transformers 1 or 2, but in Transformers 6 to fight Unicron.
I really wanted to see the conclusion to the last night, so that's one of the reasons I'm still shook about it.
It made me raise an eyebrow. Are you saying that it's possible that that's the idea they're going for? I wouldn't mind. How great would it be if they make a G.I. Joe movie, and then let's say the movie's over, end credit scene, and G.I. Joe's they're on let's say an aircraft carrier, and they're looking out in the distance, and there's Cybertron still hooked on the Earth.
Oh yeah, they do take place in the same world.
This happens in the same world.
Or an after credit scene if they decide to do
there's no Transformers in it at all, but just in the background, far because Cybertron's kind of connected to Earth, so you can kind of see in the distance, far away.
I wasn't gonna say a Transformer. I was gonna say maybe they're at the military base or something, and the camp I don't know. They see that and they kind of pan over, and Hound is chilling out in vehicle mode or something.
They look at the camera and they wink.
Or Baby Cobra is working with the Decepticons somehow.
That would be interesting, but at the same time, I feel like if they did go about that, because a lot of the movies do take inspiration from many different things. As I said before, especially with Age of Extinction, because the Dinobots, they were a big thing for Fall of Cybertron and such.
Right.
There were inspirations to take, and obviously Lockdown because Transformers animated, so it's it could be possible, but I wouldn't get my hopes.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. It just made me think.
No, I don't either.
Specifically, that
the movies had an influence on the Barricade character. I mean, now every time
I would think it'd be pretty cool though, because it's that movie could totally take place in space. It could just be an outside battle, they're just. They're hammering Unicron with bullets and bombs and all kinds of other shit. And, Optimus obviously having the Iron Man jet boots, flying around, shooting his shield gun or whatever, or slashing his sword.
Or ripping
up Transformers.
I already
but they never said the G.I. Joe one.
I can't wait to see. Like, I can see it in a Micronaut movie. Like, because the villains for Micronauts is this Darth Vader as a character, and I can see right now he comes to Earth and just like, no Cybertronians, no Space Knights to protect you, but this movie will come out before like ROM or Transformers, so they'd be like, oh, these guys exist in this universe. I just want that. I just want a cinematic universe with Transformers in it. Give me that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also a good movie too. I like Justice League.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of cool to have like an Avengers-style movie for Transformers, like having all these main protagonists join up and fight against a greater evil. But, I mean, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that sequel's not going to see the light of day.
I agree. I agree.
I don't want to.
I would love to.
The last night sucked. It bombed really bad. And it really pisses me off to say that because it's like I had hope for this movie. Everything looked great. Then the movie came out and it's like, yeah, it was great the first time. Rewatch it a couple times. What the fuck is this? So, I mean, but hey, I mean, there's going to be an unofficial ending out there. Not just because of Infinite Chaos, though, but because of my good buddy TFI Creations, otherwise known as Samuel J. Flatman. He will be making Transformers' Finest Hour, which will be his unofficial ending to a story because like me himself, he doesn't like a story just ending like just on a cliffhanger like that. It has to have a proper ending. A story has to have an ending. That is a rule.
Yeah, I saw him announce that and I'm like really excited.
Yeah, I actually read the outline for
I'm waiting for IDW
you guys are gonna like it.
Pick up the story.
Do what?
I'm waiting for IDW to pick up the story. Let's do like a one shot like Transformers 6 breakfast time. Like it just I see them they'll just grab it and finish it off.
I mean that's what Marvel did.
Like imagine like the entirety of TF7 would be just like Unicron. He just like takes like a handful of Earth and just like starts eating it.
So, wait, what? He's eating himself?
No, he's not the Earth, he's in the Earth. They announced that, I think. Yeah, but like just like a giant cereal bowl or something, just like slowly eating it. Like he eats planets.
Okay, we got one more quick thing to discuss real quick, just because my buddy Dr. Prime in the live chat, as well as here on Facebook, just sent this to me. Cyborg, I'm going to send you a link.
Okay.
So this is something that just pretty much came out of left field, and I love when these type of things happen. We now have some more information on the official, and I'm happy to say this, the official Transformers Titans Return / Generations Repugnus. That's happening. We're actually getting our final monster bot in full deluxe size. Granted, I feel like it's going to be a heavy remold of the previous two, but I'm not complaining. So
I'm kind of curious of how they could do that.
He will be coming with the Titan Master known as Dastard, which honestly I kind of like that name. Because it's like, you say bastard. But he's also coming with Prime Master Solus Prime. So I don't know if Solus is getting her own. Oh, wait, no. She is. She's coming with Octopunch. So this is going to be like an exclusive variant, I think.
Sweet.
So, yeah. So there's been nothing for Mayhem, which is weird. Because it's like they've tried to have that be a thing.
It's already June.
But it is official. Repugnus is one of these. Counterpunch is officially happening. Granted, I really hope there's still a hope for Punch in there because he has to beat both forms. And also, and I'm very happy to announce this, Shuttle Blast Off.
Oh my god.
I have that mold, but I'm beyond excited for the Hasbro release because I think the colors will be a lot better.
It was pretty obvious Shuttle Blast Off was coming, so...
I didn't think it was, because much like what they did with Combiner Wars, they didn't really do anything for Power of the Prime. Or not Power of the Prime, sorry. Titans Return. The only thing we ever got with that was RC and Grotusk. And while I'm happy we did, those were the only two we ever got.
Wait, Michael, you never saw those leaked photos of
No, I saw the concept.
No, there was leaked photos of packaging for Shuttle Blast Off like a year ago.
Oh yeah, I saw those. But I had to take it with a grain of salt because anyone could have easily, photoshopped it. Yeah. It's amazing what people can do.
Nemesis Prime from Power of the Primes was photoshopped.
No, it's not. That's legit.
That's legit.
Arm cannons looked photoshopped, and the head looked way too much like that weird combination.
It's supposed to be like an Armada. It's supposed to be like an Armada Nemesis Prime homage.
I'm getting that thing as soon as I can.
And he's also going to have like an homage between the Nemesis Prime that was in Earth, or not Earth Wars. What the fucking... It was one of the... It was an old ass... No. It was an old ass card game. It was an old ass card game that was Transformers. Transformers Legends. There we go. Yeah, it was that one. Because he had those guns and everything on him. And
I keep forgetting about that one.
That part of the Prime's Nemesis makes me want to kick myself in the balls because I spent all that money on that masterpiece Nemesis and I feel like an idiot.
I feel like, again, because Mayhem didn't happen this year, so that's a little weird. But I have the sneaking suspicion they're going to be HasCon exclusives.
I swear to God.
I feel like Repugnus might be it, like. Or unless he might be a Target exclusive. I don't know. I feel like he might be in...
I have a theory on an exclusive that we might get.
Do tell.
Do you remember when they first released images of, like, in-hand display models of Cutthroat from Power of the Primes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember how he had an alternate head sculpt that matched one of the members of Monstructor?
What the fuck was his name? Icefly? Wait. What was his name?
Jim.
Pick or Birdbrain or something?
No.
Wildfly, that's what it was.
Wildfly, there we go. I'm
yeah.
thinking of, what's the other guy's name? I think it was like
Power
Ice
of the
Pick.
Yeah, if you look at Power of the Prime's Snarl, you'll notice a little tab on the back of his dino head where nothing really tabs in. It's just a slot there. That looks a lot like Bristleback's gun.
But it looks like what?
Bristleback, one of the other members of Monstructor, the one that suffers from GPS.
You know, now that I'm... Oh, God. Yeah, I just hope that's not plastic if they do it. It's going to be paint. I'm looking at Monstructor now. Was Bristleback... Sorry. Was Bristleback a leg?
No, he was an arm. Yeah, he was blue and he had the gold limbs that always broke off.
Okay, he was an arm. Yeah, I do see it. Oh shit! If we get Monstructor, that's gonna be a box set on its own, and I'm gonna cry because I won't have that much money.
Yeah, same here. But it's like, let's face it, they're gonna do Monstructor eventually. He was the first combiner that we really saw from IDW.
Oh, I'm looking at these. They could easily do these from Abominus. Bristleback could be no, not Bristleback. Sorry. Scowl could be Blot completely redone. And then, as you said, I think it's Wildfly, or it's either going to be him or Birdbrain. Those two could be repaints of possibly Swoop and fuck, what's his name? Cutthroat. Bristleback could easily be
Snarl or technically Center Twin, because I think Center Twin shares the same mold as Snarl.
I think so too. Yeah, I see it. And then Slog.
That's the only.
Oh wow! I just realized Slog has always been a character, and I just never realized it. So technically, we got Slog from the Age of Extinction toy line, who is technically a Monster Con, but is now a Dinobot. That's cool.
Lost name to Sludge, so.
I know, but still, the fact that they utilized a Monster Con's name is actually pretty cool. So yeah, again, I could see him as like. Well, that's the thing. They'd have to make him 5 members because he can't be 6.
They did it with Leo.
To go... Yeah, but can you really count that little Arms Micron Giza to be him?
I guess, although if I could have redone Leo Kaiser, I would have used the Power of the Prime Starscream figure.
I'm sorry, this is OCD, but it's Lio. Lio Kaiser.
Lio Kaiser?
I'm sorry,
I've heard
it's
it pronounced both ways.
I mean, it can.
Potato,
I'm not going to force you however you decide to pronounce it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's Dr. Prime. You're the man, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're the man.
I'm happy now for Repugnus. I have the Titans Return little Titan Master, and I'm not too happy with it. But now we might be getting this guy. I feel like, Monster Bots will be officially complete. And I really hope
I was so happy I got that figure when I did. I got the first run of it.
If they do Counterpunch, they better have him be able to transform into Punch. Just rotate the head, rotate the waist, and then just do something like that. Just please, you have to have that. I don't even want to get this Counter Punch unless I see what it looks like because I already have the KO TF7 one. Thanks to my buddy Derivative Films for letting me know about that.
I like that figure, but the head is just way too tiny. It looks like he pissed off a witch doctor.
What do you got against witch doctors?
It would make sense, but
I'll tell you, who's a character I want to see get a toy of properly.
Who?
I want freaking Tarn.
Yeah, I feel like we're not going to get the DJD. They're too murderous. Like, I mean, you got a dude who transforms into a torture chair. That's not child.
They can flip it upside down and call it a submarine.
You never know with the War for Cybertron toy line. I mean,
is it bad that I'm imagining it? Like, I'm just, like, imagining him, like, on his back. It's like, oh, it's not a torture chair. It's a flying skateboard.
I mean, they could also turn him upside down and call him a toilet. They did that with, what's his name? Storm Surge /
Wait, that actually could work. Like a flying
Cybertron.
skateboard that someone could, like, ride.
Round. I have that figure.
That actually is something
you might want to try that toilet mode. It's actually pretty amusing.
It is.
Wait, like a flying skateboard might actually be something they could do out of him, though. Like, if you think about it.
I feel like if they wanted to do the DJD, they'd have to make it, like, more different than what it already is. Because, like, if they really wanted to, they could go the Mastermind Creations route. They could turn K-On into a scorpion.
True.
They could.
That's it. That is if they wanted to. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see the DJD as Hasbro release toys. Not for a while.
At least
actually,
Tarn, please.
not at all, honestly.
Nah, Tarn, I can see it. Because he's the only one that's actually a vehicle.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know.
What if they made Tarn, like, a remold, repaint from Combiner Wars Megatron?
The leader?
I don't think that would work.
No.
It might.
I think if they went the Voyager for...
I've seen customs of Tarn. One of the best ones I saw was from a Marvel crossover Hulk figure, believe it or not.
I'm honestly thinking like Titans Return Voyager Megatron.
Well, I see it, but at the same time, I don't see it that much. I mean,
I'm either gonna get the third-party one, or I'm just gonna make my own custom.
I'm not gonna be able to get it unless I get a job soon. I want the DJD, but at the same time,
one character I want to get a proper toy of, like in G1, the way he was in G1. I want a proper double dealer. That's both a Hawk and a missile tank thing.
I mean, you can kind of do the Hawk mode with the Generations one.
It's just gonna look like
I used to try that, but then it was like,
I am still waiting for my Erector and Ruststuff toy. Thank you, Hasbro. Make it, please.
They could do an Erector out.
Wait, what's the other figure you said?
I said Rough Stuff.
What the hell is Rough Stuff?
There's a Transformer named Rough Stuff. Look him up.
Could be worse.
Maybe they could make like an Erector out of. They could make an Erector out of Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus because, like, he got a little Minimus Ambush. You can make that like little mini version. And like you can make like a huge armor, like
Combiner Wars hotspot.
Oh, he's like a little. What is he? Looks like a little construction vehicle.
I'm still going to be getting a Generations Grapple and make that my Erector.
Oh no, he's like a little Combaticon. Aw.
Ooh, Rough Stuff? Yeah, that.
Yeah. He's like a little Combaticon. He's like the Combaticon that could.
The little
Combaticon. In his French name, he's known as...
The Combaticon that might have done.
What's his French name?
His French name is Brutus.
Brutus.
And his European name is Tornado. His European name is Tornado, which is actually pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say for this. We've been streaming for a little while, quite possibly one of our long episodes, but you know what? It's a nice long reunion. It's nice to talk to all of you again. Again, I want to apologize to guys I snapped in the chat, but you know, it's
late at night and everyone very tired.
Not only that, but I just again, pet peeves, they're a thing. So if I appeared like an asshole to you and you got offended or upset, I'm sorry. And I genuinely do mean that. But yeah, let me know what you think about all this news. Feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section down below after this is posted, because I want to talk to you guys. No one comments on my videos that much anymore.
You just need to put out more content.
I can't. I don't got enough storage, at least not yet. Oh, which reminds me, we'll do our sign-outs and updates first, but actually updates then sign-outs. And I mean like updates for everyone. So if you have like stuff that's coming out, say it now. Like who here has stuff that's coming out? That's
work soon. So
what?
I plan on trying to do some more voiceover work. So.
Well, does anyone here have anything for content that they want to promote real quick, and then we'll get on to the sign-out?
I'm currently working on Apocalypse Episode 3. There's been a minor setback, but it should be out by at latest the end of
minor
June.
setback, you mean like tech issue or like a figure broke?
No, I mean like real life stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
So it should be out by the end of June at the latest.
Yeah, it might come out at the same time as Infinite Chaos Minisode number 3.
Heck yeah, I have been putting this off for so long, and just now something actually happened when I was ready to
Hey man, life
it.
gets in the way. That's all I can really...
Agreed.
I'm not finishing that sentence because I know I'm going to rhyme, and I'm not going to be fucking wheelie.
Don't speak of him.
I want to know what a Shattered Glass version of Wheelie would be.
He'd probably be everyone's favorite character.
Yeah.
Think of like the same thing, but he does screamo metal instead of rhyming.
You go wrong way, you fool, I say.
You go wrong way, you fool, I say.
You go wrong way, you fool, I say.
Jesus Christ. If you do that voice again, you might end up being Sound Blaster.
Who's Soundwave?
Soundwave?
Some loser from 1984.
You're right.
Some boombox that no one likes.
I'm kidding. G1ers, don't you dare scold me. That's what I do.
Or do.
Yeah.
You don't sound
A
like
generic
fun.
computer.
I'm gonna go write on my forum about you.
I'm gonna write a bad Yelp review.
Okay.
Oh God, I've become so bad. I've been on Yelp.
I'm proud of myself.
Oh,
I am
God,
hilarious.
I missed this. Okay, Transformers Productions. You have anything that's coming out?
The official start to my Transformers stop motion universe is coming out. I named it Power to Primes. It's a prequel to my main series. I use Power to Primes because I'm lazy.
Oh, me too.
Hey man, creativity is hard to come by, especially when so many good names are taken.
That is for Transformers. That's true when coming with names for certain things. That is so.
Do I need to remind you guys of what I wanted to call Infinite Chaos before it was Infinite Chaos? Rise of War. You wonder how many stop motions there are? A bunch.
You know what?
I remember when I was working on my series when I was younger, before I stopped, I was gonna call it like Legacy or Infinite.
When I first started writing Apocalypse, that came out like. I first started writing Apocalypse as soon as X-Men Apocalypse came out. I'm just like, oh.
Just when I purged my memory of that movie.
I still need to see that movie.
It was a
It's
good
garbage.
movie. I liked it.
I actually just recently watched X-Men Origins Wolverine. That was really good.
That is a good-ass movie.
It's a guilty pleasure, although we don't speak of that one thing they did.
Oh,
to
but
our
it had
character
Deadpool.
out.
I mean, not Pool.
I mean, Pool Dead. Completely different character.
Barricade.
Dead of the Pool.
Yeah, that guy.
No, I like Pool Dead better. Completely different character, nothing in common.
Anything else? Transformers?
Johnson Wade.
That's really it. Just the start of my Transformers universe, and I'm looking for voice actors. So, yeah.
Hey, you
Well,
can
I just
hit me
finished
up.
all the
I'm
lines
down
I had
I
for
think I could be
Exertion.
a pretty good voice actor. This is the voice that you...
I just finished everything I had for Exertion, and I don't think I'm in anything else at the moment, so maybe I'll consider.
Speaking of voice acting, Michael, do you still need a Fallen?
Oh shit, that's right. I was gonna make an announcement about that too, but then I was like, no, because probably a large majority of preview best in teens are gonna audition. Nothing against the teens, I'm just saying.
Are you
I don't
dissing
want the
me 2
Fallen to
years
seem like a little
ago?
kid. What?
Always the Fallen.
Are you dissing the version of me 2 years ago?
Oh. Maybe.
Because I would not mind it if you were, because I hate myself 2
Hey,
years ago.
hey, I'm a teen. That's teenest.
I was 11
Yeah, but at least your
then.
voice sounds like your balls dropped.
I was 11
Oh.
then. That was so bad. I was so bad then. I was like a fetus.
I can't stand it when like auditions have like little kids. I mean, you grow up, you're gonna grow into your voice. Don't get discouraged. You just have to find a character that'll suit you.
I
But,
couldn't
like,
even remember your name.
That's why I
and
don't make
called you
announcements like these things.
TFA21.
TFA 21, TFA 1022. I still remember
Do you remember
that
that?
shit.
Like I was like, did you remember that last like back in like 2016 or
Oh
whatever?
yeah,
and,
and
like,
I remember a
made
lot of
auditions?
people getting mad at me because they had the inability to read. That's right. I'm throwing shade at you guys. That shit was not cool. I think I remember who did that too, but I'm not gonna mention his name because he's kind of vanished. But anyway,
Did I read the rules? I don't remember.
Do what?
Did I read those rules? I don't remember.
What rules?
I thought you had like rules or something you posted.
Oh, I don't know. I try not to set rules, but really the only one I have is just be respectful and be appropriate.
Also, just like a little announcement thing. If anyone does need voice actors, I am free because summer is coming up and I have nothing to do.
Every teenager ever.
I will consider it because I'm pretty sure Foreseen Future will also have something. And honestly, I might take a small, like, little break from doing some Infinite Chaos stuff and work on Foreseen Future because, believe it or not, that video is still getting comments to this very day.
Remember
I
that
made
one
that video
you
back in
made?
2014, 2015 when Combiner Wars came out. And I'm still blown away by that video, or those videos
that
getting
was
feedback.
The first
Like,
video
holy
view
shit.
I watched. Like that was the first video view I watched. It's what got me into your channel.
I still can't believe that only took me 2 weeks to make.
It was actually pretty well done.
Only
I know,
2
right?
weeks.
Video of yours I ever watched?
Yeah, okay, no lie. Yeah, that took me only 2 weeks to make both parts.
It took me like 3 weeks to make Apocalypse Episode 2, and that was 10 minutes. You are a talented individual.
And that was all with the old, you know, that was with old Bessie over here who's currently dying. Poor girl. Anyway, Cyborg, since we're still going on with updates, obviously you're still a channel admin for me. Do you have any content specifically that you want to ever put out or you have planned?
I have a lot of plans, but I just don't have the editing software to do it. Also, because we're back in the hiatus with console crabs because of our editor. We're more focused on
like issues again, or
not issues. Just like there's no connection. Like my roommate, and our editor. We're always busy, and we just don't have enough time to do episodes anymore.
It's just a congestion of time, sort of.
Yeah, and especially our editor has he's busy now more. We got him at a time where he was more free, but now he's busy with another job. So it's left us kind of like crap. Like we don't have an editor anymore today. But that's whatever. But yeah, but when it comes to this channel, I like any idea I ever did have, like I either forgot about it or I can't make it. I just don't have the editing materials anymore.
That's
yeah.
My series when I was trying to do that.
I'll share a little something first, and after everyone else is done, because this might be able to help you out too. Spooky, you got anything that's coming out, or you have planned?
I'm working on another stop motion. Trying to get out without doing one for months. I'm just working on one.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I so know how you feel.
Yeah. That's all I can say. Working on.
Gotcha. And Eli, what about you?
What about me? What? I'm sorry, I was out for a sec.
You have anything that you want to, promote or announce that's coming out?
Just some voice work for you when that comes down the line. Whenever I hear back from TFX, I know Ike was cast in one of his stop motions as the voice of Skyhammer.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah, you didn't see that video?
Wait, was that a while ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago,
Was this
so
recent?
I don't know. I have him on Facebook, so yeah, I'm gonna be the voice of Skyhammer for TFX's Transformers Nexus, I think.
Holy
think
crap! I
he-
forgot about that. He hasn't uploaded an episode of that for like ever.
Well, he's been a busy dude who has 2 jobs.
True.
Yeah.
And also had to deal with like water damage recently in his house, and luckily got that fixed.
Yeah. I almost forgot who he even was at this point. I
Yeah,
was
a
like,
lot
oh,
of people seem to give him a lot of crap
like
because
I
he's
don't-
kind of like me. He goes through depression. He's so busy or
life
just
is a
unmotivated,
thing.
and I
Yeah.
can relate on like
Some people kind of
a
forgot who he was.
spiritual
when he
level
changed
sort of
his name.
sense. It sucks because it's like people consistently bug him. Like, when's the next Nexus? When's the next Nexus? Just wait.
Life is a thing, people.
Exactly. I mean, granted, I was kind of one of those people just mentally thinking, oh, damn it, when's the next Nexus? But I never asked him because it's like, I know you got a life. You have more stuff devoted to than entertainment with toys.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why my
know
audience,
about
I'm
what
glad.
type of
Like,
voice
Wait, that
that's why I'm
sounded
thankful
wrong.
for-
That sounded
Skyhammer.
very
Oh
wrong.
my god, don't.
That's why
I'm
I'm
sorry.
thankful for
It's
my
like a switch in there.
audience.
It's like once it detects a dirty thing, it's going to turn on. I'm so... God fucking damn it.
But that makes it even more dirty once you point out when it's already dirty.
I can't help it. It's a reflex. It's a mental reflex. Anyway, for stuff that's coming out on my channel. Sorry.
Well then.
For stuff that's coming out on my channel, first and foremost, if you guys have not followed me on Instagram already, you should go do so. I post exclusive news and behind the scenes and latest unboxings, which one of my latest unboxings was the Transformer, or no, not even the Transformers, the Dr. Wu Judgment Kit metallic version from eBay for
Ooh,
$22.
yeah, I saw that on your
Unboxing of the Hound upgrade kit.
Oh yeah, I did that too. I also did Farage and Stinger and Grimlock and a bunch of other stuff. But the most recent unboxing I'm going to do is something that I've needed for a long time. And a lot of people are probably going to think, well, you don't need this other one. I finally got a second iPad, except this time, less than $50.
Nice.
64 gigabytes, works, just has some minor cosmetic wear. That is going to be
Put me on my
strictly
biggest eBay score.
for entertainment purposes. Or not entertainment, fuck. Content purposes. The other one's going to be, Old Bessie's going to be for entertainment purposes.
Makes
'Cause
sense.
she needs a break. So whenever I get that thing in, I am going to do a live unboxing. And I'm also going to set everything up and maybe even do a TFA tutorial with you guys and show you what to do if you have an iPad or what you need. Because I did research. I made sure that it had iOS 9. Because iMovie, Stop Motion Studio, I'm pretty sure Intromate and my effects apps all need iOS 9 or later. So they're going to be compatible. Everything will actually be a lot better. Now I can export more videos. I can create more videos. And I'm just happy that I now have that kind of thing to do when it comes to making content. Because if there's one thing I suck at, it's consistency. And I try my best. But life and drive and depression, all that shit gets in the way. So please understand. So yeah, I'm very happy to announce that you're going to be seeing a lot more videos from me just using the newer / older iPad that I'm getting. And if push comes to shove and I need to get an updated version, I'll probably sell that one, save my cash, and go from there.
Good. Let
But
the
also,
it flow
I'm
through.
going to try and go on a toy hunt tomorrow. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, TFA1024, feel free to join me live. Hopefully we'll be going to Lakeland and going to check out the Toys R Us, the Walmart, and the Target and see if I can find some Power of the Primes. Plus, I have to get my parents' birthday gifts because their birthdays are on the 5th and the 7th.
So, like, speaking of birthdays, you know that, like, that rubber horse mask thing? That,
The what?
Like, like, you know those rubber horse masks that people wear?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my friend's birthdays in July, and I'm saving up to get them a unicorn version of it.
Okay, but
My best bud's probably going to get a Stinger from me, a Studio Series Stinger.
can I send out?
I just want to find Hungar and Alita 1 and the Prime Masters, Alchemist, and Alpha Chion.
I just want to
Rodimus
find a
Unicronus.
girlfriend.
It's honestly all I really need for Power of the Primes Wave 2. I can wait for Studio Series. My buddy Greg Monroe on Facebook has them already, but he's charging like $30 for the Voyagers and 45 for, or no, 45 for the
Open the
Voyagers, 30
door.
for the Deluxes. which honestly is kind of fair because he's trying to make back that profit that he.
I got as much as I love
spent.
Studio Series because I got Prime so far and I messed with Stinger. I got to stick with.
I have no Studio Series
because
figures.
that's basically where my heart and soul is.
Be careful if you get Stinger because those car parts on the front, those hinges will break, and even when you rotate his body, he will snap in half. I've seen pictures. It is scary.
Crap! I'll tell my buddy Sound Blaster Prime about that because I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
I'm a victim.
You can't rotate it 360 degrees at that joint. You have to rotate it a certain way, or else it's gonna break.
One thing that scares me is my buddy Sound Blaster Prime. Apparently, he actually snapped the head off his Orion Pax figure that was the Power of the Prime's Optimus.
Oh, clear plastic.
That's clear plastic?
It's painted red. Yeah.
Oh, crap. Another figure that scares me in my collection that uses clear plastic is the Legend.
At this point, you know, when you've become a collector for so long, you pretty much have to be fearful for all your figures. Treat them like they're antiques.
That's the thing, though. There's some figures that scare me so bad, I don't even want to touch them. Like my Reveal the Shield Wreck-Gar. I'm afraid to touch that thing. I haven't touched that thing in over a year.
Yeah, those handlebars are going to break off. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Oh, dude, no. I cut the plastic off to ease the stress, but it already cracked on Junk Heap, and the legs are already loose, the stress marks in the hands.
And well, I'm just saying, regardless, those handlebars will come off because it's metal. It's a metal screw scraping up against the inside of that plastic joint or that plastic area. It's going to deteriorate. Like I've had that happen on the same side too, which was really funny. Both the left handlebars on Junk Heap and Wreck-Gar broke off.
Another figure that I kind of had to mod the sword to fix it is my Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon figure because my first one, the hand completely broke off.
Yeah, you're not
well,
alone
that's a
there.
problem.
I had a similar thing. Anyway, sorry. Getting off topic real quick. We'll talk more about this afterwards. I don't know if we're going to actually stay here for a little while. I actually have something to do. And I have to get to bed soon. I wanted to go toy hunting tomorrow, and it's already 1:49. Plus, we've been streaming for almost 4 hours.
Damn,
but again, it's been a nice reunion. We've had some people come in, and we got to share our expressions for the future of the Transformers franchise. Yes, the Transformers, because Shattered Glass. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So be more aware for consistent updates. I'm currently working on Optimus Maximus Week. However, I'm not going to work on the next video reviews until I get that second iPad, which will most likely be here on, I'm hoping, Tuesday. At least that's what according to eBay. So we'll see what happens there. Again, don't get used to TFTC being a consistent thing. Sometimes the news is just not newsworthy enough. Honestly, I'm going to stop TFTC extras. I'll save those for Instagram. And as I said before, TFA editorials are canceled indefinitely because there is a way better informative Transformers series out there called Transformers The Basics. And it's by Chris McFeely. And if you guys don't know who he is, go check him out. He makes such awesome, well-informed videos.
He does.
Better than my amateur piece of garbage.
Plus, I think he runs TF Wiki, right?
I'm honestly not sure about that.
Yeah, I think he if not runs it, like he totally works with it. Sure.
Transformers Union, as I said before, is on hold indefinitely. Plus, I'm gonna even have to recast someone in there. I think I'm gonna have to recast. I think it was Megatron, because BC unfortunately has officially quit YouTube. So every single one of his roles that he had in any project of mine are going to be completely and utterly recasted, and that hurts because he's been such an awesome voice actor, and there are not many people with his talent out there. Or maybe there are, and I just don't know because no one ever.
Well,
really
maybe I can
listens to
try.
my shit.
I'll try to step up to the plate. I mean, I'm always up to try a new voice role.
Same here. But I mean, you know my range, Michael.
Yeah, I know your range. But aren't you also voicing a major villain, Cyborg? Or no?
I am. Am I?
Are you?
No.
No, wait. Bradley is voicing Megatron. I'm voicing Lockdown. Larry is voicing
Prowl.
Sentinel. You're technically voicing Quintus.
Who's Quintus?
Oh, that's right. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yeah. I forgot we did a whole.
Yeah, we still have the creators. They're gonna have.
I forgot about
on.
that. I forgot about that.
You're
right.
They're gonna have a mini-sode on their own. I'm gonna find a way to I don't know, do some green screen of like a alien sort of ship inside and then monitors with like different scenes. I know what I could do. Oh, wait. No, fuck. I'd have to make new scenes. Never mind. But yeah, so possible recasts. I'm not going to make a major announcement about that, so please don't ask me, oh, can I audition? Because the answer is going to be, I don't know. Transformers Foreseen Future, that might come out maybe soon. Maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, though. I kind of just thought, hey, I'll do a sequel, because everyone does a sequel. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. That's honestly one of the main reasons why I haven't really done anything with it. I don't know. We'll see. More TFA reviews. I can't do TFA plays because I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore, so sad.
Well,
but,
I'm glad
that will stop.
I gotta actually get going.
All right, you want to sign yourself out real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign myself out, but thank you guys for having me on here.
You're welcome. Anyone is welcome,
Right,
so long as they are respectful and appropriate.
You got it. Catch you later.
All right. Take care, Eli. Good night.
Night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So, yeah, all those announcements out of the way. Sorry, it was a long-ass announcement. I got a lot of stuff planned. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and get sign-outs out of the way. So, Spooky, go ahead.
The Spook D-Man, yeah, that's me, the Spock D-Man guy, yeah.
Alrighty. Transforming Normality.
Hello, that is me. I am doing Apocalypse still. That's still a thing for people who are wondering. I am way too obsessed with memes right now because memes help me cope. And yeah, that's about it.
And Cyborg.
Mm-hmm. Hello, this is Cyborg Raptor or Matt, whatever you prefer, co-admin to the channel, and thank you so much for watching, or listening.
Or both. And big thank you to everyone in the live chat. Thank you very much to Autobot Patriot and Brony, I Am Epics, Nacho Supreme 69, Marvelous, Eggman Rocks Cultures. You're a new viewer, I think. And pretty much anyone else who I didn't name, at least in this segment, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Your love and support is what keeps me going. Thank you. Thank you very much to Transformers Productions for joining. He had to leave, unfortunately. His parents were telling him to go to bed early. What a nerd in this curfew.
What a loser.
Yeah. So this has been TFTC episode number 61. We have no idea when episode 62 will be. But feel free to let me know your thoughts, comments, suggestions, all that fun stuff down in the comment section down below. And as usual, if you haven't already, you know what to do. So please, by all means, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that like button, leave a comment, and hit that big red subscribe button. Because this is the only channel where your entertainment will be transformed. And with all that said, my fellow addicts, please remember, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF addicts for life. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, rolling out till all are one.
Do, 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 do.